Yeah, we're live, and the audience is dead because Joker's out, and that's what the media said. Hey, I did not mean for that to rhyme, but it works. Episode 99. I'm Channel Dad, and with joining us tonight, special guest, Link Lex 7. Say howdy.
How you doing, guys? Hope everyone's having fun tonight. And just remember, two in the pink, one in the stink. She'll love you forever.
Yeah, you are the inverse kendo. And also in the bottom left-hand corner, Etep the Wakubian.
Too sweet to be sour, too nice to be mean. Head shaved fresh like Mr. Clean. Watch out for the medallions. My diamonds are reckless. It feels like I got Raiders of the Lost Flicks hanging from my necklace. And for Pete's sake, will you please stop killing kittens?
Now, after that, do I have to say, Rubinate or introduce yourself, or should you just go into it?
No. What happened is Pete told me that, we don't advocate protests or boycotts or anything like that in this channel. But after all the news from the new Star Wars movie, Pete has taken it upon himself to slay a kitten every time somebody buys a ticket to go see Star Wars Episode 9. So, yes, for Pete's sake, stop killing kittens.
For Pete's sake. Hey, you sent me a message on the Twitter account. I didn't realize that.
I did?
Yeah, you did.
Just a quick disclaimer.
I don't even know how to use Twitter. It wasn't me. That was my imposter.
I don't advocate the killing of kittens. Just a disclaimer there.
Yeah, but there is an entire genre of weirdness out there that there they go again. I've never seen it, but people have told me that women put on like stiletto heels and stomp on kittens or something. There's some kind of fetish.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Years ago.
We don't advocate that.
No.
And on Facebook, I shared a link today. I don't know how many people saw it. This is, of course, I don't know what color it is. I guess it is chocolate, but the bottle is green. This is why I posted the mint chocolate flavor of Soylent, and I kid you not. So there's Soylent. It's green. The bottle's green. We're getting closer to the real thing, man.
Oh, no.
Next thing you know, we'll be dining at Taco Bell.
Yes. Yeah, well, that's where Cecil was dining the other night, and he's still suffering for it.
Hello.
You know what we watched last night, Channel Dad? Remember Logan's Run?
Yes.
We're approaching that, too. Think about it. People growing up in a bubble, no old people.
It's 32. Is it 32? Right?
I think it's something like that, yeah. Mm-hmm. And they just kind of live in isolation, no access to history or any of that sort of thing. Yeah. Very on the nose.
If it prevents me from having to listen to Brie Larson, I'll take Logan's Run. I'm too old. Get rid of me.
Well, plus Jenny All Gutter. Bonus.
Well, my expiration date done passed then. Shit.
Yeah. Well,
that little thing on my palm is lighting up. Does that mean I'm hit?
No, that's a tap acid.
Well, this is I thought it was like supposed to be the eyeball from the movie The Gate.
It's got LEDs and it blinks. Yeah. Special Halloween acid.
This is
Don't tell nobody.
Oh, hell no. I'm messing with that shit.
Yeah. Now, wasn't it Tap and Die that told me to put the Joker movie nonsense in the title?
Yeah, it was his idea to cover that topic today. He even chased down the links for us. Tap did actually quite a bit today, considering he couldn't make the show, so he's still here in spirit.
Tap did work.
Good job.
Yeah, Tap chased. He kind of helped pick out some topics. He chased me down some links and made some suggestions. He was very helpful today. So wherever you're at, Tap, or whenever you listen to this, thanks, bud.
Wherever you are, whatever you may.
We appreciate you, Tap.
We do.
And,
somebody loves you,
out there
man.
somewhere lurking, I think. Although, we freaked out Frank on Facebook. We're gonna have to figure out how to do a live stream and eat candy corn on there.
Oh God.
Oh no.
So
I watched that episode last night.
I was there. I know. I watched a little. I got the end.
I said hello to you. I don't know if you picked up that message through all that madness, but it was a damn good show.
Which show?
WCBS show last night.
Oh. Is that where that came from?
That's where the candy corn thing's from. They posted a picture. It looked like they had some nougat or some shit with like little candy corn stuck in it, and it looks like an actual corn cob made out of candy corn. I was going into a sugar coma just looking at it.
I wanted to take a bite of that bitch. I did. I was like, I would do that. I would.
Ew.
And then
Ew.
I would have to cut
your
my
teeth would be gone, dude.
I know. I would cut my foot off afterwards and shit. People be calling me Stumpy.
Stumpy anyway.
Yeah. Well, hey. Well, I just I think I tweeted out our well, I thought I tweeted, but I don't know where it went. What the hell?
Well, figures the Appalachian Americans here talking about how he loves candy corn. Why am I not surprised? Why am I not surprised?
Appalachian American, what's up? I'm Wilford Brimley.
Yeah, brother.
I have diabetes. I have type 19 diabetes. You too can eat people with diabetes like me, Wilford Brimley. But I eat a bowl of Quaker Oats a day too, and I was on a TV show once.
Yeah, that nobody watched.
No.
Oh, our house. I only watched for one reason.
Wasn't Corky in that one too?
Deirdre Hall is the only reason I watched that show.
Oh.
It's like, yeah. So, okay, no, I see it on my on my account, so it is out there. So for Its and Shiggles, I tagged Jeremy and Cecil in the post, just because I remember a while ago I reached out to Cecil like, hey, you want to come by on the show, but never heard back from him. So Link Lex, what is your claim to fame? Tell us a little about yourself other than howdy.
Let's see. Right now, I'm just simply the guy who bugs Adam and Pete. I still have much to accomplish in my life.
He's really ridiculously good at it too.
Yes, he is.
Well, I am charming. This is what I get told.
Well, you get paid the big bucks, right?
He's also a big comic book fan. His comic book knowledge just kind of I can't even keep up with it, honestly.
Nope. He's definitely good knowing his source material. He's like my own personal comic book Wikipedia.
It's like we talk about this stuff all the time, but we don't really know the origins. So we bring Alex in, and like he fills in all the blanks. Like, oh, that's what that comes from. Okay.
So I do serve a purpose.
Alex showed me.
Oh yeah.
I'm not just a token black guy. I feel good.
Let me tell you something, brother. This guy right here, he's what is it? He's the man. He's the coffee, his cream in the cup of coffee. The cream always rises to the top. Oh yeah. No, but Alex is the one that turned me around on the Thor Ragnarok, man.
And I am proud of that too.
I know.
Turned you around. So do you like it or don't like it?
I used to, and he the way that's how we met is we started talking about Thor Ragnarok, and I
kind of predicted to Pete that the future Marvel was going to take, and we've come to it.
He convinced Pete to drink the Kool-Aid.
No, I convinced him to put the Kool-Aid down.
I did.
That's true.
Before he got that diabetes.
He was hooked on that Kool-Aid before he got the diabetes.
God damn it, I love Kool-Aid too.
So what do you not like about it now?
Me or Alex? Me, I just
you.
the direction that it took the Thor franchise in. Like, I didn't like the Dark World because I thought it was dry and slow. And now I look back at the Dark World compared to Ragnarok and what they're going to do with Kevin Thor loving legumes. And I'm like, they made him a joke. Like, they made him just a bumbling idiot. And it's like, and now they're taking the mantle, his name away. It's not a title, it's a name. They're taking it away. Oh no, and Waititi says, hey, no, he's still his movie. No, well, you're giving Jane Foster the name, and
but
it's
they did
about
that in the comic, didn't they? Or did they call her?
She was the Mighty Thor.
Oh.
But
I have a question.
That's still technically Thor's comic. It was always called the Mighty Thor.
Yeah. I was gonna say.
How in the holy hell do we have 6 people watching, 3 thumbs up and 8 thumbs down?
What?
What is going on? Somebody
minute.
please tell me what's going on.
I only see
need to
one
be in the
thumb up
know.
and one thumb down.
Oh,
No, there's 8.
Yeah, there's
That's
8. There's
2 and
8 thumbs
3.
down.
Now
and 3 thumbs.
there's another thumb up. I'm gonna thumb up.
Somebody is trolling the shit out of us right now.
Jesus.
Okay,
We're
yeah.
getting beat up.
Taika Waititi, I swear if this is you, I would
There you go.
so
Okay,
hard.
I still don't know where all those thumbs down came from.
I'll ruin your live broadcast in a minute, baby. I'm Taika Waititi.
It's just probably a roving pack of uncels.
Well, there you go. Unnamed ghoul. There you go. Are we doing what WCBS? I mean, I haven't listened to the show. I listened to the after hours stuff while I'm at work because it's about the only time I got. And plus it doesn't take so much bandwidth to listen just to audio.
I think you need to explain to the unnamed ghoul what this show is.
Right. Well, this is the show about the show. Is how this got started.
Right.
We were
rip
the
on other
podcast
shows.
about the podcast, and you guys seem really down. And I'm the one dealing with dogs that are constantly barking and farting and eating the mail, literally, and everything else. So we're gonna pep it up just a notch.
All right.
But that's how the show got started. But yeah, many times we talk about their stuff. But I don't know, what did they do last night that we're doing the same thing?
Did we talk about candy corn?
Oh,
we did, but I didn't realize
we got
that
almost
was on there.
half of a compliment. We'll take it now.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
God, baby Jesus.
I didn't
help
finish
us.
last night's
Well, this is where
episode.
Kendall
I
got
can't
to
rip
start.
anything off.
Yeah,
You guys
Kendo comes from this show.
But you gotta start reminding him of it. But he left by the 30th episode, something like that. So Adam or Groovinator, sorry, in your in the show notes for tonight, you said we want to have thoughts on our favorite cheese, Brie Larson. But I don't know if we.
Well,
What
I
are
know
your
you did a video on it this week, and I thought maybe you'd want to either summarize that or elaborate on it, because it's been a hot minute since we talked about our favorite
Well,
cheese.
you mean the excuse media kind of her
Oh, yeah.
her lapdog
All of it.
wannabes that
All
are
of it.
still
Just-
going after Doomcock a week and a half after he put him to shame.
well, there was that, and then there's the whole on deck for Star Wars thing too. So,
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. There's a lot of. I know there's some memes going around with her dad. You know, if you've seen the Charlie and the
I'm the one that made it.
Wonka. Oh yeah, that one.
I made that meme.
Yeah, that was a nice one. I mean, I think you're being
Thanks.
very, very generous or very gracious with that, because I was thinking something very different.
So was everybody else.
Can I Weinstein you there, buddy?
Weinstein in '69.
What do I got to do? Yeah, literally, whose dick do I got to suck to get on this movie?
That's fancy Moses.
Whose lightsaber do I need to put in my mouth?
But yeah, I did. I couldn't believe I
Kevin
talked for
Feige.
20 minutes about that stupid article, and I was correcting the grammar because I couldn't make sense of it. And then I found almost the identical article on two different websites, and then I realized the second one as I was reading it is just an SEO version that isn't supposed to be human readable. It's just to kind of tweak the algorithms. But yeah, it's like you guys are still making excuses. Do we still have a definitive plan for Captain Marvel 2? Like a date or what it might be about, where it might be set, who might be in it?
No, they have nothing.
We have everything else about the next phase.
I think it's all smoke and mirrors with that.
And this is, and I've covered this a couple times. And I know, Lape, me and you we've done a couple of the same articles, and it's like you look at that inverse article that was going after Doomcock for what he said about Brie Larson, and it's like he says at the end, Captain Marvel will probably maybe be released in Phase 4 or Phase 5, and it's like, well, dude, you said probably maybe, like what the fuck does that even mean? They have nothing. Like, now that they put Spider-Man in Phase 4 with Spider-Man 3, all right, and he's got one MCU appearance left on this renewed deal, and then he's going to go over to Sony. They're going to do Spider-Man 4 over there, and that's gonna have a lead-in of a Sinister Six. Fingers crossed. Still, I am still dying for that freaking movie, and I think the Sony side will do that right. But I think they're going to try to put him in Captain Marvel 2, but they're afraid to announce it because they don't know where they're going to shoehorn that movie in to guarantee that it's protected, because they can't guarantee that now, because the main part of this saga is over. I mean, this, you might as well, like that old Hank Williams song, Turn Off the Lights, the party, or no, Don Meredith, you sing that Monday Night Football, turn out the lights, the party's over at the end of the broadcast.
Don Meredith. Oh my
Dandy
God.
Don Meredith.
Take the Lipton iced tea plunge.
So no, man, but really, that's they don't have anywhere to protect this movie that they can guarantee that it won't drop in their box office gross, because last time that billion, I mean, I'm not a tinfoil hat wearing person, but I mean, when Disney has an open SEC investigation into their books, so yeah, that kind of tells me that there's something going on. And they let their director of their parks go already after the Galaxy's Edge thing, so they're not, the attendance isn't good there apparently by all accounts. So this whole Captain Marvel made $1 billion and it's this groundbreaking movie. Nah, not buying it. Whatever no.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and as I've said a zillion times, and even said in that video of mine, you know, it's the only MC movie that we have hints of shenanigans.
Yes.
It's the only MC movie where we have movies bought by an organization to take girls to see it. It's the only movie where we have people who work in movie theaters taking pictures of sold out theaters empty.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only movie where we have
where they felt that was necessary.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
It's the only one where we've got reports of, 25 pre-sold tickets at every showing, and they're all no shows.
Yep.
For like,
has anybody been able to follow up what happened with that whole let's take the underprivileged kids to go see this movie? Is anybody even debunked that, or because they were really, really out in front about doing that, and then it just kind of quickly disappeared like it never happened?
Yeah. Well, I could have sworn I saw a picture of Brie Larson with some girls in Captain Marvel outfits in the movie.
But wasn't that at the premiere though?
That was at the premiere.
Yeah, that don't count.
And
Premiere is an obligation. They're paid to do that shit. Yeah. They don't have to be there.
And that was not a diverse picture because those were all like blonde hair, blue eyed white girls, except for the two dudes in the background of that picture. And I made a meme out of that because those two guys are in the back of the picture. You see their faces; they're like laughing. And I was like, I want to look at Bree. I was like, Bree, this is not the diversity you were seeking.
Nope. It's like hail the junior cosplayers, so stunning and brave and stunning.
You call me with Monica Rambeau as Captain Marvel like she's supposed to be.
Yep.
There you go.
Hashtag not my Captain Marvel.
Ethan brings that up. Well, at least he used to constantly before the movie came out.
I just think the name Rambo in general is like a trigger word right now.
Yeah.
Even though it has
that movie.
Doesn't matter if it's John or Monica, just any Rambo.
Even that, although that Rambo has a nice Louisiana spelling.
Yeah.
I mean, I see that, and I think she got
Rambo. Cajun.
Hello.
Depression.
I am triggered by all this.
Oh, yeah.
Time to ban it.
When it comes to Rambo, it's all about the trigger because killing's as easy as breathing.
Although that movie's not doing that well, is it?
Nah, it doesn't surprise me. Like I said, it's not that there's more controversy behind there than there needs to be.
Which is sad because it was a good movie.
Yeah, I liked it. I don't think it was as good as the last one, which is disappointing. You should never be less than your last movie. You should always be trying to one-up it or bring something new to it. But maybe they're just completely out of ideas. Another theory is that it started off as another movie, became suspiciously a lot like Taken, but then they thought, well, if we throw Rambo and change a couple of names around here, it might actually work. And they might have actually done that. It's possible.
Yeah.
Because the links to the rest of the Rambo franchise are so vague that, it could have been anything.
Yeah, maybe you should have just stuck with making another Expendables movie. Or
another direct-to-video. An Expendables movie at least went to the box office. I've enjoyed all those, even the ones that I wasn't supposed to enjoy. But
I didn't like 3, but 3 was the one that was supposed to be like the family-friendly version.
Yeah, the PG-13 stuff. And then they had to digitally make it not PG-13, which is even more embarrassing. It's embarrassing for everybody involved. At least he came out and said, I don't want to do this anymore. And I'm like, yeah, I don't blame you, dude. If they're going to dictate, call the shots behind the camera and make everything PG-13 sanitary so that you can get more people to go see your stupid movie, then it's not for you. It was never meant for that crowd. It was meant for the original crowd that grew up with the overinflated, giant, larger-than-life action hero people from the 80s. That was what it was. It was a love letter to those fans and nobody else.
No,
and they lost sight of it.
They sure did.
Couldn't somebody have said, when people were complaining about it, it's not for you. I don't want to hear from you. Right. I don't want to hear from you. I don't want to hear what X and X has to say about this movie because it's not for you. Okay?
Oh, I did say that, Pete. Problem is nobody listened to me when they said it.
Damn it.
Yeah, the people that say those kind of things are not known for listening. No. They just wait to talk.
Yep.
No doubt.
The echo chamber.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God.
Oh,
there go my dogs.
Rambo deserved better, though. I like that movie. It wasn't as good as 4, but I did enjoy it. My expectations weren't that high when I saw it anyway. Like, I was just, look, I just want to see Rambo kill a bunch of dudes. I got that.
Right. I liked all the movies in the franchise, and I didn't dislike the last one. I just didn't think it was as good as the last, and then definitely didn't live up to its inflated, politics.
Yeah, I did not come in expecting Logan or The Dark Knight or any shit like that.
I went into it expecting a Western. I wanted it to be maybe similar, like kind of a cross between Logan and The Unforgiven, and that's really not the case.
Well, I just mean, like, I didn't expect, like, some big message. Like, why did everyone expect this one to be the homage to First Blood?
Well, see, you have to understand, in 2019, Alex, everything has to be a statement, and if it doesn't have any statement to make other than, hey, come see this kick-ass movie, come see Rambo split some skulls, then there has to be, it's problematic.
Oh, no. It has to fit someone else's point of view. If it makes a statement that goes against the SJWs, like,
it has to be my point of view.
Yeah. Because I think of Death Wish, which I still thought that movie was terrible, but I got what it was going for.
I refuse
people
to
complained
watch
about
it.
that movie sucked. I'm sorry, but
that's Chuck Bronson's flick, and that's where it belongs.
Yeah, I saw so many people praising it because, like, well, it's not woke. That doesn't just make it a good movie.
Yeah,
no, it's a pretty low bar to hurdle, right?
It's still
it's not the worst of trash, so therefore it must be great.
And I'm sorry, Bruce Willis doesn't make good movies anymore. I'm sorry, it's true.
No, he's been phoning it in for a while now.
He has.
It all went downhill after Demi left him for Ashton. That's happened, man.
I don't get her. Do you guys like her? I don't like her.
Not anymore.
I never did. I don't see what people see in her.
I thought she was
hot.
I thought she was hot, man. Going all the way back to maybe, I don't know, Adam and Lape. Alex, you probably remember this. Remember One Crazy Summer?
No.
With her, John Cusack. Holy shit! No! Oh my god!
I remember that movie where she, her and Michael Douglas, and she rapes him.
Indecent. No, that's
gross.
Not
No.
What the hell?
Disclosure.
Was it Disclosure?
It
might be.
I can't remember the title. I just remember it was a 90s movie, and it's like the big deal was it was a woman raping a man.
I remember she was topless in a movie with Michael Caine, where she's like pretty young in it, but she just strikes me as a type person that like smoked 2 cartons of cigarettes for breakfast. It's not my type. Just not.
See, that's your problem. You're trying to listen to her talk.
I know. Why did you even give her the opportunity?
It's maybe I just want the whole package. Am I too picky?
Priorities, okay.
Oh baby.
I guess I'm too picky because it's like my name's Ethel. I'll play the tuba.
She sounds like a New Jersey housewife.
Hot, but I was like, I'm
gonna
like
tear you apart and your friend too.
Oh God, look over here. Come here, honey. I'm gonna just whip it out. I'll fucking do it right here. It doesn't matter. My God, you sound horrible. Really, just let me work it a little bit. Come here, baby. Mama, take care of you.
Now you're a Jewish housewife from Brooklyn.
I am.
He probably knows a Jewish housewife from Brooklyn.
I am part kosher, so hey, Mazel Tov.
Mazel Tov.
Yeah, MJ, to answer your question, I don't know. Did you send me something to get a sample? Okay, Pete was supposed to get you a link.
I sent you a link. I either IM'd it to you or emailed it to you. I'm pretty sure I IM'd you a link for some bucked up that deal
through Facebook.
Yeah, on Messenger.
Oh, okay.
I
will look.
I did it right
I'll
after
just
she
stop
asked
the
me
show
to.
and go look because reasons. Oh, there it is.
It's
just that in the other 7 groups that you guys have me in, you guys are so spammy.
7 groups. We created one for your channel. Whoopie dee dee doo.
No, I meant the conversations. We have the crew. We have the old Fan Caste group. We have the place to be reviews and Raiders of the Lot. I don't even know.
I didn't add you to that one.
We're a nation of millions.
I purposely didn't add you to that one.
So Pete's link was the 4th thing down for me to read. Some of us have to work for a living.
Right. Since you put it that way.
So Tab and I, why do you all have 8 downvotes already? Tab, we had more downvotes than we had people watching. I think people
because we have all the trolls tonight. We had we got
so yes, I got it.
Lape Anus and the unnamed goal, which I believe is the same person.
Oh.
Hey, they're listening. I don't care what they're saying.
It's either LMP or Tap. It's one of them guys.
As long as they're not spamming.
Just
downvoted you to hell.
Where's the fucking where's the wrench wenches in the chat?
Well, that's only 2 out of 8. I don't know who the
You don't
others-
have any wrench wenches, do you, Channel Dad?
I don't know what that means.
You have to make somebody an admin so that they can kick people out of the channel because none of us have those abilities, sir.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So if somebody's starting shit in your channel, you have to fix it yourself.
All right.
Yeah.
I could always just hit
Get
in
every Larson
broadcast.
fans here.
Yeah, dude, seriously, like my video got I was at more dislikes than likes on the second to last video I got.
Which one were you telling me about? Which one did that happen in?
It was the Palpatine one, and then I bridged that into the Brie Larson Star Wars thing.
I'm so sorry I haven't had a chance to watch this.
No, it's all right, man. Whenever you've been busy as hell. Whenever I do a Brie Larson video, whenever I do a Brie Larson video, yep, that one usually like gets traction. Or like if I say something against like the MCU Spider-Man, that one will get usually get some hate. So
you should try making some Terminator Dark Fate videos. You'll get some really interesting comments on those.
Oh no, I start my
Probably
Batwoman
from the director.
Batwoman. Yeah,
I start my Batwoman reviews on Sunday because I'm doing a live stream for Walking Dead after right after the show for an hour.
Yeah.
And the Batwoman review is going to come on Monday mornings.
You still watching those, huh?
Yep.
You brave, unfortunate soul.
I don't know how you can do it.
You know what, man?
I don't either, Alex.
I don't know how you can do it.
I did a trailer reaction to every damn trailer, and I've talked about the show and the shit Ruby Rose has said in multiple videos. So I said, I will suffer for your sins. I will watch this show so you don't have to, and I will review every damn episode. So it's only gonna last like one season anyway, so I'm not really worried about it.
Oh, hey, can I acknowledge the chat for a second?
I don't know.
Yeah, go ahead.
The Appalachian American says I never get wrenched, and there's a reason for that, Appalachian American. It's because you drink White Claw.
Yeah, there's no law when you're drinking the claw, brah.
There's no law with the claw.
Yeah, I'm actually digging for some gold here in my ass. No,
Oh God!
TMI.
Here's my review of. I got to do it as the channel, or it won't show up. Oh my God! Why is it still playing? Oh, jeez, Louise. YouTube, jeez.
Those kids with the wrenches.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah, that's a pretty good pre-workout too. Lit. I got the banana taffy flavor last summer. It was great. That's been a while since I've done that one. Yeah, I got to order some stuff from Muscle Nation, so because they said if I do if I buy some stuff and then review it, they'll help me promote my video.
You have sponsors now. Congratulations.
Yeah, sort of. Well, I've gotten free stuff from some brands. It's been.
I haven't got any free shit since I left GameStop.
But the thing about my thoughts on Brie Larson, this is dead serious. When I look at my stats of videos and what people are watching week to week, apparently I need to do 6-star reviews of 6-star or what it's who is that? Muscle Tech, I think. Yeah, make 6-star either Muscle Tech or 6-star supplement reviews, which is really inexpensive crap for the most part with Brie Larson. Then I'll have like 1 million views or something.
Yeah, if you can tie the two together, your channel will probably hit 2,000 by the end of the week.
Maybe.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I keep going over 1530. I'm back over 1530. Yesterday I was at 1529. I was at 1532 the day before. Then
here's what you do. You
down.
put a Brie Larson mask on, like you make one, and you wear that while you're doing your review.
Just a block of wood.
That would look like a dead face Michael Myers.
No, that's Mariah Carey.
It is. That's fucking terrifying.
You've seen them memes, right?
Yes, you can't unsee that shit.
No, you can't. It ruined it for me. Mariah Carey and William Shatner are the same. They're the same.
No. Put this in front of my face.
All the Brie Larson hair.
There you go.
Now, do you keep it real making comments on your videos?
I did, yes.
Yeah,
He always
my
posts
latest
some
one
stupid
not.
link.
Yeah, the first one I did with giving my take on the thing with Doomcock.
Yeah.
He did. Well, I should say they, but the other one I did, they haven't yet, even though it has more views. So, but yeah, this channel we used to we went for I don't know how long. Months, I think, without a single downvote on a video, and then somewhere along the line we got one, and
You grew trolls.
yeah, I think because there was somebody with the big show when it was still recorded, and Jeff would upload it. There'd be like immediately there'd be a downvote, and we started to believe that was the one person downvoting the this show as well as immediately downvoting the big show. That was
Holy shit! I noticed that last night. Like he had before they went live, like he had 3 downvotes. I'm like, the show hasn't even started yet. What the hell's wrong with you people? You know, it's like that's a vendetta.
It's just fans being silly.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, but that was back when Loudy was on, and everything else, and Phil was on, and
Rowdy.
Yeah, when are you coming for a visit? Didn't you say, Pete, you were coming to visit him? At some
I was supposed to in August, and I had a job lined up with my dad, and that was going to basically bankroll my trip down there. And my dad ended up having double neuropathy surgery on both his wrists. Yeah. So that's what Agent Orange does to you like 50 years later. So yeah, so I didn't get to do that. No, and my schedule just didn't work out. So I'm gonna be at his wedding, definitely. But I still would like to try to get down there. I don't know if I will or not right now, the way the fall shapes up and now coming into the holiday season. But yeah, I was supposed to come down in August, man. But schedules and everything did not work out. Like I said, I did not have my extra moolah because, as everybody knows, I'm a stay-at-home dad. So yeah.
All right.
Let's see. In 2019, that should be totally acceptable.
Yeah, I actually got somebody. I was out at a bar with my best friend, right around where I live, a couple minutes from my house, and we're sitting there, and he was just talking to me about it, and he went to the bathroom, and these 2 guys are sitting there, and the one of them like started talking shit to me because I was a stay-at-home dad. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, he was just kind of being like kind of snarky with me, and like, oh, it's not much of a man, and I'm like, to that effect, I'm like, all right, bro, I'm like, let me go outside and jump in my brand new fucking truck, and that I paid for when I worked, whatever, and I'll do that, whatever. But yeah, when you're out digging ditches tomorrow, I'll think of you when I'm chilling playing with Marvel action figures with my kids. So fuck off. I mean, it's just these people are, it's just like, yeah, I'm fucking stunning and brave. I mean, they should be like, yeah, slay queen, some shit like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't that what they want? They want stay-at-home dads and women being the breadwinners. No,
women get to be evolved. Men still have to act like they were in the 50s.
Oh, okay.
And that's the funny thing is, man,
we have to be jerk offs. Is that what?
So what you have to do then, Pete, is you have to wear a smoking jacket, have a pipe, and put brill cream in your hair.
Which side of the 50s? See, that's more the Playboy thing. We're not talking wife beaters and drinking Miller High Life.
Oof. I have a collection of my grandfather's pipes, actually.
There you go.
They have them in a old El Producto cigar box, man. About 20 of them.
I have a feeling if you put glasses on, though, well, you can't put brill cream in your hair because you ain't got none.
Yeah.
But if you put the glasses on, you'd look like the hell's his name? Shit, lost my train of thought.
I used to wear. I'm supposed to wear reading glasses, and I had just a pair of black framed reading glasses I wore. It looked kind of funny when I had my beard was black, but my goatee was dyed like ice blonde.
You'd look like Cinema Snob. That's who I was thinking. I couldn't remember his name. I wanted to say Nostalgia Critic because I've been kind of pissed at that guy lately. I didn't want to say that word.
Both are the same, 2 sides of the same shitty coin.
Could be. Except I don't know. I think Cinema Snobs. That guy seems like Doug or Brad Jones.
Brad Jones.
Yeah, Brad Jones seems like he's a lot more laid back than Doug.
Oh, you haven't had
extremely uptight. Yeah,
channel thing. Yeah, he was kind of bitching on people too.
I watched some of that stuff, but I feel like I've gotten so behind on it that I don't really know who's saying what. Because I only discovered them like so many years ago, and then I just watched their videos. I don't really watch their behind the scenes nonsense. So,
to my knowledge, what I understand was he kept quiet through the whole controversy.
Well, who did? Doug Jones.
Doug Jones. Yeah,
he doesn't seem like, or Brad Jones. Yeah, Brad Jones doesn't seem like he's the controversial type. Like he doesn't want to get in on that.
He didn't want to get into the. Eventually, he finally admitted that all those was the reviewers. They should have just toughen up, man up, whatever. Like he did kind of. The good thing was it actually kind of took the heat off of Doug for a minute.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. You hate hearing these things about people because it changes the way it's a different world, man. Like
You almost wish you didn't know about it.
Well, yeah, because
and the one you're coming from.
Growing up and liking certain bands and things like that and not knowing a lot about those bands, I think helped those bands to become more famous than they probably should have been. If I'd have knew some of the things about Motley Crue when Motley Crue was in their heyday, I'm not so sure they would have had as many fans. It just all you ever got was the magazine version, which was the most watered down, neutered version of whatever was actually happening. Everything else was just urban legend. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you always hear people complain about the way celebrities act now, but like, ooh, they didn't act like this back.
Well, because these people that didn't grow up in the Twitter age now have Twitter accounts. Yeah. You see how assholes these people really are.
Yeah, like man, I mean, for God's sakes, Bill Cosby was a rapist.
That's almost my entire childhood, man. You know how many footprints he had on
like celebrities were way terrible.
Brad Albert, you had Picture Page, you had I Spy, you had the Cosby Show,
Leonard Part 6.
Leonard Part 6. All what up a class. Bill Cosby himself. I mean, all those things were like the thing in the 80s, And, oh my God.
Yeah.
And they're still showing the fucking reruns. Why? He still gets money for those.
That's why they say never meet your heroes, man. Some of these celebrities need to just get off Twitter.
That's true. I've met some of my heroes, and I don't have the same opinions of them that I used to. So I try to go out of my way not to meet my heroes. So people like Brad and Doug, I don't want to know them. I don't want to meet them. I don't want to go to a convention and run into them.
That's why I can't ever meet Pete in person.
I wouldn't mind meeting all you guys in person.
Right.
I really wouldn't. And I'm not just saying that to suck up. I
just disappoint you all.
Yeah. I had lowered expectations, Pete.
Kind of too late when you brought up your Tessa Thompson crush.
Hey, at least I set the bar low. I mean, shit. There's only room to go up.
I used to like her as an actress. I don't anymore because I realize what a dull, miserable person she is. But that can be said about a lot of people. The same thing can be said about Demi Moore.
Yeah, I've only ever liked her in Creed.
Same here.
Like
Creed, I thought she was all right.
I thought she was cute for a hot minute.
Well, Creed, and then she was in Westworld, and she was okay there.
I keep forgetting she was in that.
How can you forget that?
Because I forgot a lot of that season.
She was naked as the day she was born in that.
Yeah,
show.
I was gonna say that's the nudes I saw of hers were from Westworld.
That was common knowledge, man. That was not no fappening stuff. That was aired on HBO, sir.
Yeah, did you see what Monica will vouch for that?
Yeah, because I want to look at Tessa Thompson naked. That's my go-to.
Well, I was curious. I just wanted to see. I'm like, I want to see what it looks like. I did. See, right here, Monica says.
I mean, you're not getting her mixed up with Lena Dunham, are you?
Oh God! Come on now.
Yeah, y'all clown
I'm sorry,
me.
Pete.
Y'all clown me for Tessa Thompson. You got Dion up there talking about Lena Dunham. That's a busted can of biscuits you're talking about.
Yeah, she's disgusting.
Yeah,
she's disgusting. I'd rather take Brie Larson any day of the week.
Can of biscuits.
What about her finger toes though?
No, come on now.
She's got finger toes. She's got like jacked up feet. Like really, dude. Like I don't mind. Like if I'm talking like if I see a woman in like heels and shit like that, I want your feet to look right, girl. They gotta be like manicured, no corn, shit like that. Unless you're wearing some fucking closed-toed shit. Like if you're out and you're showing that shit off, it better not look like a goddamn bald eagle swooping in to pick up a goddamn carp out of the lake or some shit coming in. Here comes Bree swooping in with her talon toes.
Whatever you're on, I want some of it right now.
About 4 pots of coffee, and I smoked a bowl earlier. All right, so I'm just going with the flow right now, man. I got about 2 hours. I've slept about 2 hours in the last like 20.
That was an epic rant, sir. I like that.
Thank you.
That was.
Thank you very much.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, we have a. Speaking of Jesus Christ, we have a something. I have no idea what the heck MJ's going on about, but a report from LMP. Apparently, he's at the movie theater, and he says there's a cop stationed outside the theater there in New York City.
New York City.
I was just kidding. New York City.
Actually, to be fair, a lot of big movies do that.
Yeah. Well, how's that any different than any other Friday night in New York City?
I went to see episode 7. Now I regret it. Yeah, there were cops there that night too. That's just a thing that happens with movies.
You know,
As
it
long
took
as
me
they-
a month just to get into episode 7 because I remember when they were advertising that, I was just like, I want to hear what they say about it first. And then I'm like, oh no, it's great. You need to go see it. I'm like, all right, I'll go check it out. And then I was living in Joliet at the time, and there's like one major movie theater in the entire town of Joliet, and Joliet is huge. I mean, it's almost as big as Chicago, right? And you couldn't get in there. It's like half of the shopping mall is like the movie theaters, like 32 cinemas or some shit like that, and it lines all the way out the back door for fucking episode 7 for a month. Like I had to move to Florida to watch that movie.
Wow.
Ooh.
That's sad that many
I know
people
that
liked
dull
it.
ass movie. All people were lined up to go see that shit, and everybody went back
We
and
were
saw
young
like a
and
second
dumb.
or third time.
Yeah, well, I
Well, I
saw
was
it.
sitting there.
When did it come out?
Okay.
Like the 26th?
Something like that. Yeah, November.
I can't
Yeah.
remember.
No, it was in December. It wasn't.
Well, yeah, you're right. It was early December, like 17th or some shit like that.
Well, I made the post the other day, but if you remember when episode 7 first came out, remember one of the Alvin and the Chipmunk sequels was supposed to come out the same day?
Squeakle,
and everyone
yeah.
made fun of it. Yeah. It's like now looking back on it, I was like, yo, that might have been the better movie.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was the
I thought it was
18th.
that should have
Yeah.
been the challenge to see the Squeakle instead.
Yeah, I wish I saw that instead. I feel like it would have just been so much better.
$2
Still
billion.
terrible, but at least I
Yeah.
can make fun of how terrible.
But
it
7
is.
didn't derail the entire fucking franchise.
No.
for me. That was the next.
No,
movie.
it just made
7
it go in
kind of got a
circles.
pass. Yeah, it
Yeah.
got a pass when it shouldn't.
It just
have,
proved
but-
that they didn't really have anything clever put together. Let's just say
Nope.
that.
They did not take their time. And so I saw it on the 24th, so it had been out a week or 6 days. And my son and I saw it like 2:00 in the afternoon on a holiday. And I don't know if there were 15 people in the theater.
Huh? Yeah, that
Uh-oh,
wasn't a
Pete turned
case
his
with us.
camera
Yeah,
on.
that was huge in
And I was bored to tears of that movie. Yeah, I thought it was a joke. We got done. I was like, "That's not the real movie, right? This is Candid Camera. They're going to show
December 14th was the release date on that Rain Muffin.
No, it's not a court. It's a December 18th, 2015.
Oh,
Star Wars
okay.
Episode 7.
All right, yeah, December 14, 2015, Los Angeles. My mistake. December 18,
the last
2015,
Jedi was on
United
December
States.
15th.
So that was the premiere on the 14th. Okay.
that movie never happened.
No.
So yeah, December 18th was the day.
Yep.
It never
And
happened.
that's when I uploaded came home, uploaded my video of how much I didn't like it. You can watch it. I'm very confused. And then I started a 3-month depression. What do you mean I say theater funny? You know, people have been telling me for almost 20 years that I say theater funny. Why? What's so funny about theater? I don't say teatro like I'm French or something.
Theater. Are you going to the theater?
Excuse me, will you be traveling to the cinema this evening?
Let's go to the theater.
The theater, you say? I'll join you, old chap. Sounds smashing.
Teatre. I don't know how you'd say that.
I can't
No,
do it.
It's Buzz It's Buzz Killington. Have I ever told you about the story of how they make the glue that attaches the sole to the shoe? Hey, I was there.
Theater.
Oh my
I
God.
was
Das
gonna say-
Teatro.
I saw it was. I think I can't remember if it was We Got This Covered, and I didn't do the video on it earlier, and I kind of wish I would have because I was just making fun of Alden Peckerwood from Soilo Soilo the other day because we were talking
Soilo
about Star Wars.
Green.
I still
And,
haven't finished that yet.
You're not missing anything. They're talking about. They're like Alden Ehrenreich interested in being involved with Solo too. I'm like, oh, don't you fucking do it. Don't you do it. Like
Actually, I want them to do it.
you know what? It'll
If
be a
it bombs twice, it'd be
Oh
hilarious.
yeah. Well, I'll go to his IMDb right now because the last time I did, he did not have but one upcoming project listed on his resume on IMDb. So I'm kind of interested to see if they've added anything, which we'll check right now. I would use. It's funny too because I forget how to spell his name because I always called him Alden Peckerwood. It's like Alden Ehrenreich. There he is, right there. And he's in
Orville Redenbacher.
Orville, and he's got a
Did he
fucking.
die?
Orville
You got to make sure we
Redenbacher.
talk over one another so that Frank gets all annoyed.
Oh, cool. Is he watching?
I don't know. Now you're impersonating Kendo.
I was ready to stab Tap for that one night. I was ready to
He
fucking
had me
stab
going
him.
too.
I was sitting back. I'm like, motherfucker. I'm like, I love you,
"Nope,
but I would
nope, go
stab
ahead.
you.
Nope, nope, nope."
Oh, let's see.
He was
has
beyond.
he has nothing listed after. I'm sorry. Let's see. He's credited for one episode of a TV show coming next year. He plays John the Savage in Brave New World. Oh, I'm sure
That just sounds woke, man. Jesus Christ.
John the Savage. Like that idea, his idea of a savage is like he wears, I don't know, like
That sounds like a fake pulp hero.
he wears his Doc Martens.
Yeah.
He wears his Doc Martens unlaced and his flannel's a little bit too baggy and he doesn't wear.
He drinks his lattes without soy. He's savage.
Go light on the soy. I'm a man. John the Savage. Coming 2020.
Oh Lord.
But that's the only.
He drinks White Claw Light.
White Claw Light. I don't want the extra calories.
Even White Claw doesn't want either. Like starts drinking it. He's like, we got standards.
They're like, no, we're good. We're good. We'll stick with Ray Rice and Harvey Weinstein.
We gotta have standards. Standards are important.
Standards and practices.
The sad thing is I had to join Etep's group just to know what White Claw was.
The memes.
It's like this endless stream of memes. I'm like, oh, so that's what it is. Oh wow.
I made that. The one was great because it was a dude dressed as Spider-Gwen posing, and then I photoshopped that can of White Claw in his hand. I was like, this is what guys look like that drink White Claw, and he's like got his legs spread.
It's beer for Kyle, right?
It is.
It is alcohol spiked sparkling water.
I know what it is, but I'm just saying it's beer for Kyle.
For Kyle's and Chad's.
Yeah.
For Kyle's and fucking Chad's.
Now,
closest to beer they'll ever get. Yeah.
What happens if you mix White Claw with a Red Bull?
You will fucking probably your head will explode and you will.
Fuck that! I want to know what happens if you mix White Claw with
Monster.
No,
that's what I should have said. Monster.
That sparkling piss that we're always making fun of too. What's it?
St. Croix.
So yeah, LaCroix and White Cross. If you mix those two. Would it be like a girly drink, like girly drink drunk?
You might as well put a Skittle in it and call it a Zima in 1998 or some shit.
Fucking Zima. They even brought that back.
They did.
They did bring that back, didn't it?
Yep.
It was still better than most of the shit.
Yeah, I'm watching an episode of Red Letter Media and they're sitting there drinking that. I'm like, what? How old is that bottle? I didn't realize they brought it back. I'm like, if you have been holding on to it this long, ooh.
Oh, that was when I was still wrestling, and my tag partner bought a damn case of it, or a couple 6-packs. We were over at his house one night getting ready for a show the next day, and he's like, "Hey, check this out," because he had he's a video game collector, and he has like 12-foot high ceilings, wall to wall, ceiling to floor, every video game system ever made, a couple arcades. I mean, it's beautiful. But we're out there and he pulls a couple Zimas out of his fridge. I'm like, no shit. He's like, yeah, they just came back. I was like, I didn't pay attention. I don't think I've had one since I was like 15 or 16 years old.
Goober Brothers Entertainment says White Claw is for guys who buy Tampax.
For themselves. For their sisters.
Oh my god!
Not so French feeling.
That's because they've been laughing too hard.
Men who drink White Claw are the male equivalent of fucking Cardi B.
Yeah.
Ochre.
So RuPaul.
You look like a melted 1980s cartoon dog and shit.
Someone needs to snitch on him.
Did you guys see that meme I posted with him getting hit in the back of the head in the cornfield like Joe Pesci? Did you see that?
No, I haven't seen that one yet.
That 6x9 meme.
I am so behind. The 6x9 series. That's what else we should have. We should have introduced Linkle X7 as the collector of all memes that are 6ix9ine, Cashy 6ix9ine.
Look, I've said it before. Yes, he snitched on Jim Jones. He did not snitch on Cardi B because we already knew she was a criminal.
Yeah, most intelligent people kind of knew that going in. Yeah,
you can't snitch. Yeah, you can't snitch on what's already known. That's like saying, "Hey, I'm a snitch. The sky is blue." No, duh.
Miss Lippy drives a green car.
That's like saying Ryan Johnson intends to ruin Star Wars next year.
Oh, God. He's not allowed to talk about it. They put a gag order on that round-headed motherfucker, though.
What?
Well, they should have did that long ago.
They said you're not allowed to talk about your trilogy anymore. Shut up, Ryan.
Really?
All right. What kind of rum, MJ? No, you guys keep talking.
Oh, sorry.
I'm doing everything but listening.
we gathered.
I was listening to some videos that Jeremy put on Twitter. So Cecil put a mask on, and Jeremy can't even hardly talk. He's laughing so hard, and I have no idea what the mask is supposed to be.
Is it bad that our host is watching other videos while we're talking?
It's pretty bad.
Yeah, no, I was looking for something that got sidetracked, and you guys were having a great discussion, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna let him rock and roll."
Great discussion, air quotes.
Kyle's, shit. Wait,
Look, even the host is giving up on us.
Right? Yeah, he's done. He's thrown in the towel already.
That's it, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a good night tonight.
I'm still trying to figure out why MJ thinks I'm having a hard time. So.
What? Rusty Shackelford says White Claw is actually good. You're
okay, that's just trolling.
Yeah,
I think
Rusty Shackelford is one of our many trolls.
Yep.
Yeah, but he's a beloved troll.
Yep.
Yes.
So yeah, I tried one of the flavors. I forget what, when I was at work one night, and like where they had put the hard liquor in some office because we had high school kids there during the summer. We didn't have any good beer, and there was something like black cherry or some flavor. It was actually not bad, but for what it was. But it's like drinking seltzer water with maybe half a shot of vodka in it. That's about what it's like. Maybe a third of a shot. Captain Morgan 100 proof with a few splashes of rum. What?
The Captain Morgan Cannon Blast rum is really good. You mix it with root beer. It's freaking delicious.
I've had one of those before.
That night on the Elita stream on Adam's channel, that's what did that in about a...
So that was the magic jungle juice you were chugging.
Well, that, and I drank I drank 3 or 4 Stella Artois too, I think, during that. Jeez. Yeah.
At least you didn't snore. That's the cool thing.
Wow. You were digging stuff out of MJ's butt and having Tourette's over sharing a link to a video still playing? What?
She's talking to you, Lape.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I wasn't digging nothing.
somebody pissed off the little honey.
You don't want to let
badger
Monica
tonight.
get inside your head.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah.
The little honey badgers, get them.
It could be a...
Get them.
She'll start throwing adverbs at you.
Look at her. Lape, Jesus. What a
Oh, now I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it delayed. I don't know why.
She says, tell me what an adjective is. Fucking tell me.
That's why I'm struggling today. Yeah. Because I'm 51 years old. That's why I'm struggling.
Something that describes an object.
Good job, Alan.
That's right.
It modifies another object or another adjective, right?
Like I said, my character is an adjective. The Green Arrow.
All right. Should we go on to I don't even know what the notes that Adam sent me.
We were last at Brie Larson.
The retcon of Palpatine. We kind of swerved into that and then bounced off and talked about his.
Did we? I don't remember us getting into that. Yeah.
So apparently there's a woman behind the throne. Is that what we're finding out?
Oh God, I heard of this.
Yeah.
Take us out, Pete.
Imperial Minister Patina Vor. Okay, so
Should we
basically,
do a screen share?
Do you want me to?
Yeah.
Sure. Let's be like EVS. And
if we're gonna suffer through it, our audience needs to suffer too.
They need to understand what we're talking about.
So, Ethan Van Sciver here, 26-year veteran of the comic book industry, and a great big old Star Wars fan. And I love Rose Tico. Yeah. All right. There we go.
I clicked it too quickly.
Star Wars reveals spoiler. Built the Emperor, not Palpatine. And this is by Andrew Dice, but not Clay, because if it was by Andrew Dice Clay, I think it would be a lot more entertaining of an article.
It'd be funny.
It would
so
be
it's from
funny.
Latin through French. Well,
I just love that picture of Palpatine on there, though. It just looks like he had a whole night of jalapeno poppers and woke up the next morning hungover and has got the fire shit.
Went, crap, I'm married. When did I do that?
And this is
and
what
a tattoo. Gee whiz.
This is what he shat out the next
morning.
How did
I wind up in Chattanooga?
I knew I shouldn't have made that left at Albuquerque. So, yeah, Emperor Palpatine is basically being pushed out of the role of the big baddie, that runs the Empire, has, was able to get over on the Galactic Senate, take the power away from Supreme Chancellor Valorum, instill, trust in Chancellor Valorum, undermine the Senate, clouded the judgment of the most powerful Jedi of all time, the Grand Master Yoda and Mace Windu, long enough to run both sides of a war just so he could take over the galaxy. But now you're telling me that a woman did the whole thing. And I love how this says, every fan is going to want to know the woman born Patina Marmathor, 25 years before Sheev Palpatine began his drive to power. Married to a lame duck bureaucrat. Yeah, so this woman basically convinced her husband to kill himself. Okay? And, she just rode that wave right to power. And Patina saw history repeating itself, that below all the bravado, intimidation, posturing, the expansion of the Empire through brute force was killing it as it spread, running out of soldiers and money, and Patina just might have led the Galactic Empire to total success if not for one crucial weakness. Emperor Palpatine had absolutely no idea how to lead. Yeah, he built the Empire, but he had no idea how to lead. None.
Mind you, he was running 2 separate governments, but yeah, sure, he's bad at it.
Running 2 governments, and let's talk about how powerful of a man he was. In the EU, he could conjure force storms that could just destroy an entire fleet with the snap of a finger. That's how powerful he was. But he's an idiot. He's a blithering moron. Yeah, and this is from the Dr. Aphra comic, which I've come to learn is basically just an SJW character. She's Vader's little sidekick. Why? This makes no sense.
Well, I think they took her away from Vader.
Yeah,
that's how she has her own comic now.
Yeah, but that's how she started. And it was like Darth Vader doesn't need
shoehorned in as fuck
a sidekick, and this shit didn't start until Disney.
So now suddenly everybody has their own Mara Jade. They all got their own personal Mara Jade now. Gotcha.
Hey! Do not compare Dr. Aphra to Mara Jade. We will not disrespect Mara Jade like that here.
Good point. Yeah, good point.
Let's see.
Mara
Jade was the actual strong, independent woman.
They developed her in later books, but when they first introduced her, she was kind of a Mary Sue. A little bit.
I wouldn't say she was a Mary Sue, but she was kind of annoying in her
She was shoehorned in. Yeah, she was shoehorned in. I'm like, the silent partner we never heard about. Gotcha.
Yeah. Oh, I hate Luke Skywalker. I hate
it when they do that in stories. It's like, well, this person was behind the scenes. Bullshit.
And even the way they got rid of the whole "I have to kill Luke Skywalker" that was
like,
silly.
I can buy characters behind the scenes if they're not that meaningful, but somebody that's the Emperor's right hand, come the fuck on.
Yeah, so
that's just me though.
This little passage right here.
I'm very straightforward when it comes to storytelling, and I don't like retcons and Mary Sue's and shoehorned in characters, which is everything that they're doing with this franchise.
Mary Sue's or Gary Stews.
Gary Stew.
Hey, you gotta have a male Mary Sue. It's a Gary Stew.
Yeah, they exist.
They do.
I can point some out right now that would be controversial. I can't wait.
That's a good time. Save that for my show next week. I have nursed this empire with a lie in the expectation that eventually it will become a truth. Harmony and prosperity are the rewards of those who submit, and he is ruining everything. Doesn't that sound like an SJW thing? He is just ruining everything with his toxic masculinity. Yeah. Yep. This plan.
Borapy. More like Borapy.
I mean, seriously, man. Like, let's see. Wait. I can't understand how, in all good faith, and they're going to try to say this is canonical. I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to
try to say. I think they already have, right?
Well, the comics are canon.
The comic, I mean,
let's disband the EU so that we can kind of just remake the canon as we go and cherry pick from the pieces that we like. Yeah,
so we're going to make our own.
Yeah, and that's just the shitty thing about it is, it's like you've got episode 9 coming out, which I have no faith in. I'm just not going to see it. I'm not boycotting, but I'm just not going to go see it. I have no interest in it. So it's just like, are you going to take this character and shoehorn and do some reshoots at the last minute? Like, what? 90 days away, less than
It's
90
almost
days
like
away.
Disney bought like some Legos from some neighbors,
Yep.
like this big giant Lego collection, just took out the pieces and the little figure guys that they liked and just threw everything away.
Yeah, and the neighbor said, "Here's the plans for what's in there. There might be a few things missing," and they just said, "Oh, we don't need no plans."
Yeah, you don't need
That
no
was-
stinking plans.
That
Although
was
I must
George
say
Lucas.
that Lucas's ideas for the sequel trilogy, I didn't like what he had either. It's like, no, this sounds like the prequel's part 2, and I need some better ideas. But unfortunately, what we got was something that wasn't even.
I don't know, man. I have to say at this point, the whole Journey of the Wills sounds a lot more entertaining than anything they've come up with so far.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I kind of like
Monica's
the idea of just this sub creature microscopic thing being synonymous with the Force. I know a lot of people that's not a very popular thing to like, but I always thought it was an interesting take on it.
That never bothered me. I got why people hated it, but it didn't bother me too much.
He wanted to take out I think he wanted to take out the mysticism because obviously Lucas that's the one thing about fantasy that I always hated is the fact that you can just bring in magic as plot armor. You can magically weave a mist and then walk on the mist, and then you can magically summon a dragon and things like that. It gets a little too convenient sometimes. It's not doesn't make for great story progression, and maybe Lucas wanted to find a way out of that.
Yeah, I don't know. I always thought, because it was only in the first one. Now, that was before I found out that it was in the original drafts of what he wanted to do back in the mid 70s, early 70s. But Fatal J.
Is Fatal J in the
He's
chat?
here.
Hey, all right.
Hey man,
There he
What's
is.
up, fellas?
I'm
What's
sorry.
up, man?
Hopefully you haven't been waiting for very long.
You thought I wasn't coming. I know you did.
I didn't say anything, did I? Did I? Maybe I did.
Yeah, you did.
He was listening.
I was listening to you. I heard all the bad things you said about me. Trust me. I forgive you, though.
All I gotta say about that Fatal is get your hands up. Get there you go. This guy comes on my stream. He says share my screen, right? I don't know what the hell he's talking about. He says share my screen. So once I finally figure out what the hell it is he's talking about, he's got a mask on. He says get your hands up like this. And I watched that video later, and I'm trying to figure out what the hell I'm supposed to be doing. And he's like, this guy's hard-headed. I'm just laughing my ass off watching this. That's the funniest damn. He was literally going around and hijacking people's streams. Funniest damn thing I ever seen in my life. No, I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, man. I'm killing two birds with one stone, entertaining the people and promoting the people I'm robbing.
It was great, dude. I needed to laugh, especially after I watched the playback. I'm like, God, I look like a fucking imbecile right now.
No, it's all good, man. What
So
you
they
guys
were
talking
saying
about
me
tonight?
was true.
Hey, well, MJ and Rusty Shackelford are both leaving. Yeah, MJ, it's episode 100 next week, so be on the lookout.
We'll try to do something special.
Yeah, we were talking
It won't
about
happen, but we'll try.
the retconning of Palpatine to have a wife behind the throne, or a woman, or whatever it is she was doing.
No, she's just a woman.
Oh, I heard about that.
The Sith bitch behind the throne.
Yeah, they going too far, man. They going too far.
What's your take on all this?
Oh, well, I understand at the end of the day, Palpatine was originally supposed to come back with the George Lucas script. But this is my thing. Lucasfilm is reverting to what the fans wanted. They should have did that in the beginning. They should have did that in the early stages. People do not care about these new characters. We don't give a freak about Rey. We don't give a freak about Ben or Poe or Kylo Ren. I will say one thing about Kylo Ren, though. I truly believe if Kylo Ren would have kept his mask on all the way up to episode 9, he would have been a cooler character. But as soon as
he was interesting until he takes the mask off. I'm like, okay, so you're budget Vader, but he's got a temper problem. I can work with this. And then right away, take the mask off. I was like, nope, just some guy.
Because
that's the trope of Hollywood now. They don't like masks.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hollywood wants that mask off as quickly, especially Disney. They want it off quickly.
Well, outside of Jar Jar's mystery box, they don't want unknowns either. It's like, there's no suspense. It's just fake, I mean, imagine a Hitchcock movie where you get the twist in the last 5 minutes, but there's all kinds of hints that things aren't as you think they are, and then you get the suspense. It's not, oh, let's just get it done. It's cut to the chase. Okay, that scene's over. Now, now what? Every scene has to close.
Did you guys see the leaks that came out? The new Star Wars leaks?
Yeah, I've been watching them.
Yeah.
Which ones?
When was the last time? Do we get some this week?
Every single leak I get depresses me even more.
Yeah.
Watch this one. One of the leaks was Rey was on a ship or something. She got frustrated and her hands went up in the air and lightning bolts came out of it.
Oh, Jesus, help me, Ron.
So what do that tell you?
What the fuck? She's just the bestest ever. Oh my.
So not only are you a master of the light side with no training, but now you're a master of the dark side too, because you can shoot lightning bolts out of your fingertips.
This is a letter opener. I'm about to fucking give myself a little. I'm gonna lobotomize myself live on YouTube because I can't. You're killing my franchise, man. You're killing my fucking. Oh,
don't make me do it. Don't make me do it,
sorry,
JJ.
Pete, it's dead.
I got my damn cavalry sword in here too. I'm just Harry Carey on myself.
As Star Trek would say, it's dead, Jim.
It's been dead since 2012 since Disney bought that shit.
And bro, that's funny you said that because they killing Star Trek too.
I know.
Jar Jar is. Yeah.
I said, make no mistake. I think Star Trek story is slightly better than Star Wars, but they're both terrible right now.
Nah, man, that Star Trek Discovery sucks balls, man.
It's really bad.
It's bad. But the reason I was saying it's slightly better is because at least the comics and the video games are still fun. Nothing about Star Wars is fun anymore.
Oh, okay.
No.
See, I've been reading the comics for Star Trek ever.
Yeah,
I read some of the books. The books were really good, but they're not.
Star Trek is still okay. It's just Discovery that's bringing it down.
The difference with Star Trek, though, is their books are not canonical like Star Wars used to be before they just did away with all that stuff. So the books, they could do one story and then just change it and do another story later. And Lucas said, I don't want to do that with my universe. And I appreciated that he didn't do that. So
he did it a few times, just not as much.
Not as much. A lot of it went below the radar, I think.
A lot of it was because the prequels hadn't come out yet.
Yeah.
Like when he described what the Clone Wars was, I think originally it was an army of evil clones. Or at least that's what they headed at before the movie came. It's supposed to be a bunch of evil Landos.
Evil pandos with cans of WD-40 running around banging fucking toasters.
Why is it every time I hear the word pansexual, I just picture like Mike Tyson trying to say transsexual, but not saying it right.
Pansexual.
No, that would have been pansexual.
He's a pansexual.
Yeah, pansexual. Yeah, that's ludicrous.
Where's Robin?
Jesus God, how did we get here, man? Jeez.
It's all fucking. It's Kathleen Kennedy and Ryan Johnson's fault.
Yeah, you know what it is.
We wouldn't be here. That's how.
It's a bunch
of Disney.
It's a bunch of rich snobs who don't give a freak about the franchise.
No, they just want them quick buck.
It's people. Yeah, they're not trying to recreate stories or even create new stories. They're just trying to recreate money, and that's what I keep saying over and over and over again. It's like they don't understand how these things operate, but they want to recreate the money. But they don't want to take the time to research how these things operate or even take any advice from anybody that does.
Oh, Goober's going to the store. Y'all want something?
I need some papers. And,
I'll take a Colt 45 and Pete will take a white
I got
3 orange whips.
Yeah. If you're getting Colt 45, I got 2 zigzags, baby. That's all we need. You can roll to the park after dark and smoke that tumbleweed.
I got your Colt 45 right here.
Hey, this is all I want. Give me one of those Give me one of those penis pills they sell at the gas station. Hook me up with some of them, man.
Is that or out back?
And a Red Bull, too.
And a Red Bull and a penis pill.
It gives me wings.
Oh, my God. Pretty sure that'll kill part of you. Oh.
Yes.
And the parts that don't work, it will after the Red Bull.
Oh, man.
Red Bull is only good if you're mixing it with Jaeger.
Yeah, Jaeger bombs.
Yeah.
Jaeger bombs.
Jaeger bombs.
It's my new fucking haircut, eh?
We're back to New York.
Well, it's too depressing to talk about Star Wars.
No,
Should we move on to Joker then?
Yeah,
Go
sure.
back to Joker.
Yeah.
We got Fatal here. Fatal, you're the only one that's seen the movie.
What?
So yeah, we haven't seen it yet. We want to see it. We just haven't
We
had
want to
time.
see
It's
it.
been
We
one
just
of them
haven't had
weeks.
time. Yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna give any spoilers, but I'm gonna tell you guys this.
Yeah.
I watched that movie to the end, and I thought I was going crazy. I'm not lying, guys. I thought, I not even thought, I was lightheaded. That's how insane and psychotic this movie is. But it's great though. It's awesome.
Whew.
It's awesome.
I was worried at first. I was like, "Oh no!"
And if you're wondering if Joaquin Phoenix did a great job like Heath Ledger, yes.
Nice.
Wow.
So much so, his Joker, in my opinion, is way more darker than Heath Ledger.
Nice. And hold up. We just want to clarify. You went to see Joker, and no one shot you. You're perfectly safe.
No one cells got you.
No
Yeah, were there roaming bands of incels?
I'm not gonna lie. Every time I heard a door shut, I was freaked the fuck out. And sorry for cussing, but I was scared, man.
Look, I can't fault you. I can't fault you there.
Yeah, you're good, man. We fucking cuss on this channel all the time.
Yeah.
But
They
I
didn't
don't-
have
I
a sign that said you couldn't go in by yourself, though, didn't they?
Yeah, did you see that? I shared that too. That said you can't. It said singles weren't allowed to go into the movie. Like nobody was allowed to go in by
Wait,
themselves.
what?
I posted that shit because I think Alex, you shared it, didn't you?
Oh, I've been so absent this
Yep.
week.
Yep.
God damn it! I've been playing catch up all afternoon.
I
with
can't
the
remember
whole
what the
week.
movie
Well,
theater was.
I only saw the post like 2 hours ago. I even said I'm not sure if it's true or not.
Yep, I was
But
like, this is kind of fucked.
By
up
the way,
if it's
Fatal,
real.
I'm waiting until after I see the movie to watch a review because I don't want any spoilers,
Oh,
and
yeah,
I'm not disciplined enough to turn the sound down like you told me to.
It's
So.
jam packed full of spoilers, man. Don't watch it.
I already
all-
watched.
yeah.
I watched Rippers today, and he did I already know what happens. I did the whole spoiler thing for Gary. Listen to Gary from Nerdrotics, and I listened to Rippers, and yeah, pretty much they're on point with everything you said. Fatal. It sounds like that movie is fucking like. I really want to see this, and this is the thing that it scares me now is that Jar Jar Abrams just signed that big $220 million deal with Warner Brothers.
No.
Just right now, when WB's got it turned around, you had Wonder Woman, which was kick-ass. Aquaman was badass. Shazam was fun. You've got this Joker movie coming out now, and I don't know if they're still going to do like what is it called, the DC Black Label, which was like Joker was under because it was rated R, and they're going to try to do some other stuff under that. That's the more adult, going to be like the single one-off kind of movies. But yeah, I was all in after hearing 2 different reviews, and then now I've got a third, firsthand perspective of it. It's like I'm very interested to watch the movie now, even though I know what happens. I still am like anxious to see it.
Yeah.
Well, I think I'll say this with JJ. I think JJ can be okay if someone just reins him in. I mean, he did do Star Trek 09. I like that movie.
Well, the problem with JJ is he can start shit, but he can't finish it.
Yeah, he like they hire him to be a fixer upper.
Yeah, he can sell it, but he can't exactly produce it.
He's the Earl Scheib.
He's a
Earl
good
Scheib. He's a
salesman.
29
He can repackage it and make it look like something, but there's not really any substance to it. It's more flash over substance.
But I'm gonna be like this. I'm gonna play the devil advocate a little bit. I can't blame JJ all the way for what happened to Star Wars because that was mainly Rian Johnson. Because I think JJ Abrams had good intentions. He was
I
giving
do think that's
he was giving Rian Johnson the alley-oop.
Yep.
And Rian Johnson was supposed to dunk it, but he did so much weird off the wall crap, he ruined it. Because I'll be like this: Episode 7 had a lot of potential to it.
Yeah, I agree
I
with
said that before
Yep.
too. I was like, people don't really. 7's bad, but I was like, 7 wasn't quite the destruction that Episode 8 was.
I think we've talked about this on channel before, but one of the things that I liked about Episode 7 Fatal was they could have done so much more with Finn. Like if they would have had him up as like maybe like a sleeper cell or a double agent or something like some Manchurian Candidate type shit, that would have been interesting in a Star Wars setting.
I thought if he was gonna be a stormtrooper, he was supposed to be a badass, not a goofy ass dude. You know?
and also,
that's
why
what
would
Rian
you
Johnson did to
why
him.
would you waste a perfectly good set of white armor if the guy's just a fucking janitor?
Yeah.
That was weird. That was weird.
Yeah.
Because it's like he shows up on the channel, he's got armaments. Why would if that was such an important mission? Why would you send the fucking janitor down to do it? What? Some guy got sick that day and he was next on deck, or how's that work?
Which that's actually weird because if you go back and watch episode 7, before they reveal the janitor thing, like Phasma and Kylo Ren are talking about Finn like he's this badass soldier.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
Yeah.
it's effing. And then he's like, wait, you're just a. Why were they so concerned about you?
Yeah.
Even the book, Disney released a book, I think it was Before the Awakenings. It's like a bunch of short stories. Even that one isn't canon anymore because it's showing like what leads up to episode 7. And Finn's going on this mission. He's shooting people and he's badass. He's complete, utter badass. And then you find out like, nope, he's just a janitor. I'd be like, well, shit, I want the guy who wrote this book to do episode 7.
That was the second punch in the nuts in that movie.
And then they tricked the freak out of us because I was thinking he was force sensitive. The way they was promoting the movie, he was getting his ass kicked through the entire movie.
Well, shit, then he at least had some redeeming stuff in episode 7. By the time you get to Ryan Johnson, shitbag dumpster fire of a fucking garbage tier.
He's the plucky
goddamn
comic
holiday
relief.
special. Better. The holiday special's better than The Last Jedi.
I will say, no
true.
matter how bad 7 is, I will always think Traitor is such a badass scene.
Yep.
I will appreciate that one. I love that.
But
That's
really,
the real Boba Fett.
The worst damn thing they did to Finn was that first scene in The Last Jedi where he comes stumbling out and shit looking like a dumbass. I'm like, so they dude, you had this because everybody's always crying. Well, you guys are just crying because he's black and you don't like him. I'm like, no, you had him kind of set up to be a badass character, and then number one, you make him a fucking janitor. Number two, in The Last Jedi, he looks like a complete moron through the entire movie. He has a chance to redeem himself in the very end in that fake ass crate Battle of Hoth that they tried to recreate from Empire. Fell way short, Ryan. Drop the ball, you round-headed soy sucker.
It's not snow. It was salt.
Yeah, it was salt.
I hate that. That's the one thing I don't understand. Why is it that they're so adamant about saying, well, you don't like the guy because of his color? In a universe full of insect people, hairy people, fucking aliens, robots, half aliens, half robots. What the fuck? Why would we give a shit what color anybody is?
If we're going to be honest, the Disney Star Wars has been way more racist. I mean, say what you want about the original series of prequels. Yeah, there's only one black guy now, counting James Earl Jones, but it was always the coolest black guy in the galaxy, Lando Calrissian.
Don't forget about Wilro Hood, man. Don't forget about Wilro
Ice Cream
Hood.
Guy, right?
Don't sleep on Ice Cream Man.
The prequels, you had Samuel Jackson playing the second most powerful Jedi in the But then what happens when you get to episode 7, 8? Okay, the black guy's the janitor. The Hispanic guy is pretty much just an incel who gets talked down to all the time. Actually, the Asian girl's annoying. The only people who come out looking good in the Disney Star Wars movies is the two perfect white people.
the white females.
Because even Kylo is treated better than the other guys are.
Yeah.
Like Disney
And
Star
he still
Wars
looks
is
like a
racist.
bitch at the end.
Yes, but he's a bit of an incel, with not what's the word I'm looking for? Emo boy.
Darth Emo, that's what I call it.
And then you have the two white male heroes of the first movie. They've run off scared, or Han's gone back to being an absentee father, and Luke's afraid of his own shadow.
Han is basically Ricky from Trailer Park Boys. They made him a deadbeat fucking dad.
Honestly, I think the reason Ryan Johnson did Finn as bad as he did is because, like Jay said, I don't think J.J. Abrams ever intended for Reylo to happen. I think he fully intended for Rey and Finn to end up as a couple.
Yep.
And then when Ryan Johnson said, well, no, I want the fangirls like this. What do we do with Finn? Yeah, get rid of him.
They give him the potato sack, Rose Tico.
That's got to be the most awkward relationship.
He had to redeem himself.
Yeah. The most awkward forced relationship in Star Wars, even more awkward than Carrie Fisher kissing Mark Hamill in Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
But remember when Rose Tico kissed Finn at the end? That was the most weird, freakish stuff I ever seen.
That one triggered me. It made me feel uncomfortable.
She just Me Too'd him, man. He's got a Me Too fucking case on her now.
Yeah.
He did not give her consent. # Me Too, justice for Finn.
Yeah, because he didn't kiss her back.
No.
Nope.
She forced herself on him.
I'll be honest. I'll be honest with J.J. Abrams. One good thing I'll say about 9. I don't think he plans on Rey and Kylo. I don't think he plans on them being a couple.
No.
JJ did not plan on that happening.
JJ's like, I don't care, Ryan. This ain't happening.
You know what the worst part of it is I've seen that movie twice, episode 8. I've seen it twice, and I remember more of that movie than I want to. I want to forget all of it. I just want to forget that it ever happened.
This is what kind of hurts me the most. Well, Luke hurts me the most, but this is what really kills me. They were building up Snoke like he was this king of all Sith or king of all dark side. You took him out with a freaking lightsaber that was rattling right next to him. I mean, this dude was so cold. He was intermingling Kylo and Rey together with the Force when they was planets away from each other. And a little freaking lightsaber. He couldn't feel that next to him.
Do you think it's coincidental that they had him dressed up like Hugh Hefner for the whole movie?
Come here, my child.
I kind of wish they had made Snoke the giant he looked like in episode 7.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. I was like, this motherfucker's got a big head.
I didn't fall for that because they did that shit with the Emperor and Empire Strikes Back, so I wasn't falling for that one a second.
But they messed up bad because Snoke was supposed to be that impossible villain.
Yeah,
you know. Now who you got left? Kylo, and he don't know where he want to go. He don't know if he want to be good, bad, or neutral.
He's too busy going through puberty.
Kylo just wants to be in the sequel to Grandma's Boy. He just wants to be in Grandma's Boy too.
Hey, I love that movie. I love Grandma's Boy. I can watch that a million.
Yep, I've seen that movie a million times. I think.
I love it.
You can't go back to the Matrix.
He reminds me of that kid that was like the video game quote unquote genius in there. That is like Kylo Ren right there.
He looks like a cross between him and Marilyn Manson.
Yep. Yeah. I trolled the shit out of the was it Dork Side of the Force Facebook page and they give me a top fan badge just for trolling them because every time they post an article I troll the shit out of them. And they posted like the Knights of Ren are debuting in episode 9. You excited? I posted a picture of the goth kids from South Park. I'm like, ooh, leaked set photo. I get you're such a fucking dick. And
I think the Knights who say me are more terrifying than the Knights of Ren.
God, I forgot they still haven't shown up yet, have they?
No.
They were hyped up.
But they're promising they'll be in 9. They'll be in 9. I bet you.
They'll probably be in there for 30 seconds and they'll get killed off by a lightsaber boomerang.
So I'll be standing around going, hey, what's up, bro? And then you'll just see a photon torpedo will hit them, and they'll just be dead. That'll be it.
And Rey's like, I've never even fired a blaster before. Look how accurate I am.
And then Sith Rey's going to throw the lightsaber like a boomerang that's going to whip around and then kill all the Knights of Ren with one like singular motion before it comes back to her hand.
Like the 3 TIE fighters, she killed them one shot.
Yeah, triple shot. And when she fixed the Millennium Falcon and Han Solo looked clueless, like it wasn't his fucking ship. And she's like, I bypassed the fucking converters. I bypassed the master. Yeah, fuck her.
I bypassed the compressor. And she goes like,
and Han's like, Han just had this like
episode 7 to get to the good movie.
Yeah. Han's like,
there you go. There you go. Goober Brothers Entertainment. Fine Shoot Spasmo. That's the power of Pine Soul, baby.
God, Phasmo.
They wasted a good character.
Yep.
Twice.
It was a neat name. It was a neat costume. It was a throwaway character.
Oh, remember, what's her name? She was on the interviews before 7 came out. We like her because of her character or something. Yeah, and
Gwendolyn Christie.
Gwendolyn Christie. And you're talking about like, okay, this character and the character's in there. What? 3-4 minutes total,
something like that.
Yeah, there was like I think 5. It was like 4.5 to 5 minutes of total screen time that she had.
Yeah. Hold on, let me ask y'all a question right now, everyone. Be honest. I think hard about it. When did you ever see her shoot that big gun she got advertised with?
She never did.
Both movies. I don't think she ever shot.
She didn't even in the battle scene in the.
Maybe the one that she has is the end of it's like covered up with lead so that she can't accidentally shoot her own troops with it.
I was like, when they brought her back for Last Jedi, I was like, okay, this is their way of apologizing because they got rid of her real quick. I was like, they don't want to Boba Fett it again. So I was like, bring her back, make her better. Like, she got punked again.
They had a chance because Star Wars never had a female villain. I'm talking about in the movies.
In the movies, yeah.
They had a chance to do something so awesome and they wasted her 2 times. 2 freaking times.
Gwendolyn Christie could have been that female character they were looking for in Rey. That should have been the cool character.
Yeah.
And that right there, this discussion we're having right here is just debunks the other side's complete fucking narrative about us. We are sitting here complaining because the female character didn't get done justice.
Yeah.
Like, we're complaining because the female character didn't get done justice, because Finn, the black guy, didn't get what he should have got, what he could have got, what they built. We're complaining about this. We're complaining. Poe, Poe could have been the next.
The minority characters got treated like crap in Disney Star Wars.
Yes, but they're the ones worried about we're being assholes and we don't like inclusion. It's like, what are we having a discussion about right now? I'm in the submission Cobra pose. What are
actually,
we
Alex? The real minorities are the actual Star Wars fans at this point.
Yeah,
we don't count. We're minority. Yeah, we don't.
They don't want our money. Apparently, I mean, it's like we're telling you that we're all right with the characters you gave us. All you had to do was make them more than one-dimensional cardboard cutouts. Give them some development. Give them a worthwhile story, and don't Mary Sue the shit out with Rey. Like I've said this on my videos. I have no problem with Daisy Ridley. I think she's an adorable human being. She seems like a sweetheart.
It's not her fault.
Her character's piss poor. It's poorly written. There's no development, and they just OP.
She's an archetype. Yeah, she's an archetype.
Yeah, I don't blame Daisy either. But this is where they messed up. Everybody in their minds were thinking this. When we seen episode 7, we thought we was going to see Han, Luke, and Leia throughout the whole movie. Not Luke at the very end, because guess what? When I was watching episode 7, I kept telling myself, I can't wait for Luke to show up. I can't wait for Luke to show up.
Yeah.
You just wanted at least one scene. It didn't even have to be the whole movie. You just wanted one scene.
Well, when I seen that lightsaber move at the end when they was fighting in the snow, I thought Luke was going to be the one to catch that.
That would have been a good introduction.
That would have been awesome. Yeah.
That would have been like when Captain America held up that Thor hammer.
Yeah.
The crowd would have went wild, man.
Yep. Oh, that shit still gives me goosebumps.
Another theory I had too, Fatal, was when the poster came out and they didn't have Mark Hamill on the front of the poster, but they had a real big poster, real big image of Kylo Ren. I thought, well, what if Kylo Ren is actually Luke has gone to the dark side and they have to convert him back?
Oh, yeah.
Man, that would have been dope.
I would have been okay with that. That would have been an interesting story that they could have explored. That was my prediction, and then, boy, they went way off with that one. Like, take some mask off. I'm like, well, there goes that mystery.
Why did they waste Max von Sydow?
I forgot he was in there.
Why did they just waste him at the beginning of that? Like, that man is a brilliant actor, and you just
I'm gonna tell you this: they waste another great actor too, Del Toro. Why the freak was he in that movie?
The problem is he was just meant to be New Lando.
Yeah.
The one who would sell out, the rebel, the bad boy who would sell out the heroes. That's all he was. He was just New Lando.
Yeah,
discount Dollar General Lando.
Yep, and then it's like that meme I made the other day. Who the hell was it?
You bought the Star Wars toys at Dollar
when your mom goes and buys the Star Wars toys at the dollar store. Yeah, yep, that's it right there. That was it.
Those promo shots do look like that too.
God!
I bought them discount Star Wars toys.
Yep.
Got them from the cereal box.
It's not a lightsaber; it's a laser sword. Ah, shit. This ain't good.
Speaking of which, did you guys see the picture of the new character that they're talking about?
Oh, that little troll-looking thing.
It's called Frick.
Yeah, I saw it on Razor Fist's video today.
Let the memes begin, damn it.
What you talking about? That thing that looked like Jabba the Hutt?
Babu Frick?
Yeah,
that's his name. Yeah,
Frick or Frick Babu or
Jesus Christ, that's fucking the things that nightmares are made of.
They trying to sell toys, man.
That's fucking hideous. Ain't nobody buying that shit.
It's the new Porg.
Share the screen, man. Share.
All right. Oh yeah.
That's like what they trying.
Adam, or you want me to?
Go ahead if you got it. Yeah.
Yeah, I got it right here.
We're gonna take a look at this thing, see if we can figure out what it's made out of, or what
I saw the name Babu. I was thinking Seinfeld. I was like, Jenny is very nice man, very very nice man.
There you go.
This is Babu
that's a gremlin if you feed it after 12:30.
Look at that. Clap the blue wire.
Well, look at the goggles. Look very familiar. Like
it's got fucking welding goggles on. This thing is like an underwater arc welder.
No, you know what that is? That's a PlayStation VR. Yeah, PlayStation VR.
Hey, if he puts it on, maybe he can find a good Star Wars.
The characters worn those.
Is he is that character like a co-pilot or something?
Actually, that might actually be VR. So it looks like he's got
Oh my
wires
God.
coming out of his hands. He's playing fucking Beat Saber with that shit on.
No. Hold up. Jay said something. What? He's a co-pilot. He's the new Nine Nub.
No, this ain't the guy from Solo. He
Oh,
does
that's the guy from. That's not the guy from Solo.
No, this is a new character.
But that's who it reminds me of.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
The guy from Solo is probably one of the only least offensive moments in that whole boring ass movie.
That
I
movie
need
was
to finish it one of these days.
Jesus, don't.
Yeah, that movie
waste
was
time.
weak sauce for sure.
You don't need to see Alden Peckerwood fucking get cucked out by Danny, the fucking dragon lady, and
I
look
made
like
it.
a
till I got to the
douchebag in his
droid.
own movie.
When I got to the droid, I was out.
She fucking the SJW.
Wasn't
fucking
that
droid.
the 40? Was it the 41st or the 42nd anniversary of Star Wars? And they released discount Harrison Ford movie without Harrison Ford on Star Wars 42nd anniversary. That's what Disney did for you, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
You know, if you're gonna make a freaking Han Solo movie, put Harrison Ford in it and make sure it's after Return of the Jedi. You know what I mean?
I was even okay with I wasn't crazy about the idea of them doing a prequel there, but I was saying if you're going to do a prequel, then just show them before he gets involved with the rebellion. Show him his dark side. I don't want to see this,
I want to see the sleazy,
Oliver
grimy
Twist bullshit. You know,
Yeah, I want to see the conniving, stealing Han Solo.
right? The scoundrel that he really is. We'll never know the scoundrel that he really is.
I want to see the Han Solo that shoots first and asks questions later.
And actually steal shit and leaves people twisting in the wind. I would have liked to have seen a caper. That might have been all right. If you have to do a prequel, then that's what I would rather see. It's like,
You know
if you're
what's-
gonna
Raiders, I'm gonna tell you, and I ain't mean to cut you out, but I'm gonna tell you what's most messed up about that movie. Woody Harrelson played a better Solo than the guy that played Solo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. He
Yeah.
did. He absolutely did, man.
He's the only one that showed up to work. That's for sure.
What
Everybody
was-
else was lost.
So the big bad, what is this? You had the fucking at the beginning of the movie, you had the vampire worm that happens to live in an all glass fucking house.
It was just Oliver Twist by the numbers. The whole
that was fucking ridiculous. And then like you said, man, did we really need to know where he got his dice and how he got his name Han Solo? I don't have any people.
That's
No,
how
Han
bad
Solo.
storytellers think. That's the kind of stuff that they focus on. They focus on dumb stuff like that.
Who the fuck? I wrote better fucking copy than this in 5th grade when I was writing for my school newspaper. I mean, this is like, it's like storytelling 101. Oh, here's your blaster, and he's like, oh, they might as well just like play hallelujah, hallelujah when they got his blaster, put a fucking arrow and gone like, hey, this is where Han Solo gets his blaster in case you're autistic. I mean, like, really, it was stupid. I'm like
you guys like westerns, right? You like the good and bad and the ugly and Fistful of Dollars. Do you want to know where Clint Eastwood got his fucking poncho from, or the brace on his hand, or why he rides around?
Nope.
You don't need to know that shit.
Nope.
You demystify the character. And that's what they did with Solo, and they made a boring ass Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
That's the only thing it's guilty of, is just being dreadfully boring, which is not something I ever associated with this universe.
And you had Paul Bettany in there playing that Dryden Voss character.
He was trying.
He was trying. He tried. You know, he's much better as Vision, but
Paul Bettany. See, I don't see the appeal of Paul Bettany.
See, this is what I'm saying. This is a movie assembly by committee. You're putting these people in there like, well, they really like this guy from this other movie, and they really like this bitch over here from Game of Thrones, and I don't know how
Alden Peckerwood get
that's
the
a
job
good question.
because nobody liked
That I
him
don't
or anything
understand.
because he's never been in shit.
Maybe
before.
he took the lowest salary.
He took something all right. He took something to get that role. A little beta male Solo.
And then you got Queen Daenerys in the movie. She ain't doing much either.
No,
wasting her.
She was more of a man than Han. She was. She ran him by the fucking nose that whole movie. I gotta go back for her. She doesn't want you, motherfucker.
Exactly.
Her only purpose is just to be the Leia without being Leia. Just to show, oh, Han has a type. And you're like, no, he doesn't.
So if it wasn't bad enough to watch him leave his family and leave the whole empire or leave the whole rebellion behind and get killed by his estranged son, let's demystify him even more by showing you what a freaking wiener he was before he got hooked up with Star Wars.
And he died an old, grumpy, confused,
I
deadbeat dad.
I haven't finished Solo, but for what I've seen,
You don't
Solo,
need to.
that's the biggest
We just
fan.
finished it for you.
Yeah, we did you a huge service, Alex.
And
But
don't
what else-
even let me speak on that damn droid that Lando had.
Droid is
Oh,
No, let's talk
God.
about it. Let's talk
What
about
I
it.
was about to
You
say
be
was,
hyphen.
the only reason, the biggest crime, the biggest sin that movie committed was it's the prequel that had to show me the origin to every single thing about the character. I don't need to know. I don't need an origin to how did he get his name Solo. I assumed it was his daddy's name.
That was stupid.
That was dumb as shit. That was like the worst part. You're just sitting there and you're just waiting for it to go wah wah.
Yeah. How do you do the castle run? How do you do the? I was like, I don't need the origin to everything.
That
Now,
was the
Fada-
only coolest thing about that movie was that council run. That's the only thing I enjoyed.
I haven't even gotten to it.
Everything else sucks.
You can YouTube that shit. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just save yourself the time and just go on YouTube and look it up. Yep.
So don't you think? Let me ask you this, Fatal. What do you think is strange that as much shit as the prequels got, you find it interesting that Disney's big play was to make more prequels to everything?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you why they doing that. They trying to be like Marvel. You can't do that with Star Wars. You can't.
But
do
they're not
that.
even doing that right, because that's the one thing I mentioned a long time ago on one of these streams. Is I said, okay, at least with Marvel, all those movies were shot in some sort of order to where things were built up. With Star Wars, to a novice, to a normie coming into the Star Wars universe, will be completely confused, because it's like you got 7, then you got Rogue One. What the fuck is that about? Nobody knows what that's about unless you knew the exact setup. There's nothing in that movie that even explains what the hell that's all about.
And why the freak?
Then you go to 8, then you go to Solo. What talk about a confusing mess? That's not a cinematic universe. That's a clusterfuck of movies.
And you right, because why the freak would you go back when we know this character still exists in the future, which is the past?
That's the other thing they do. Why do they make prequels to characters that they've already fucking killed off? You already know how it ends. Where's the interest there?
Exactly. You know Han Solo is not gonna die in this prequel. So why the freak am I even watching it? And
yeah,
I'm
I don't know. Yeah,
something.
I really thought they were going to fall off that train at some point there. I was really feared for their life at that moment.
See, stories like that, when you know the character's going to survive, you got to at least make the story interesting.
Yeah.
It's called putting me to sleep. Yeah.
If you make it interesting, you can get a pass.
You do that by world building, man. You do that by world building, but they don't want to do that because that takes time and effort. And that's what George would do.
They're
because
just not smart enough
it.
to do it because they don't understand the world that they're trying to build things in. That's the whole problem. Is that they have this stuff, but they don't know how it works. But they don't want to take the time to learn it. It's just I hate the fact that they start with a release date, and that's how they get these things going. They do the release date before they even have anything written. Release date, then they get the cast, and then they start writing. That's not how you're supposed to do shit.
And the number one thing they don't do is listen to the fans. Because trust me, hardcore Star Wars fans did not want a damn Solo movie. If you would have asked them, give me a Boba Fett movie, give me an Obi-Wan Kenobi movie, you know, we want those types.
Oh, I had somebody give me some dirty ass looks in the movie theater. I just said that because they were explaining, because I didn't really pay a whole lot of attention because I was mad about the whole sale of Star Wars in the first place. I'm still mad about it when I think about it.
Oh,
so
I never stopped being mad.
I wasn't completely
I've been angry.
I wasn't completely invested in Force Awakens, but I was interested in some of the concept art, but I didn't follow any more of it outside of that. And then when friends of mine were explaining, they're like, oh, they're going to do a Rogue One movie. I'm like, well, that might be kind of cool. And then they're going to do a Solo prequel. And I'm like, what? Why would they do that? A bunch of people in the movie theater, because I was saying this in the line at Force Awakens, give me the dirtiest fucking looks after I said that. I'm like, I don't want that. I've been worshiping this shit since I was 4 years old. I don't want that. You know,
if you was going to do a Han Solo movie, it should have been a few years after Return of the Jedi when Harrison Ford could have still did it.
Exactly.
If you even needed to. He's not that. He's an ancillary character. He's not the main drive behind the entire universe. He has his own arc, but there was no reason to give him backstory at all whatsoever. And if they were going to do it, then you should have followed the damn Solo books, because those were at least interesting.
If after Jedi, it wouldn't have to be a backstory. It could just be an adventure he got into with Chewie. Like a few years after Return of the Jedi.
And the fans would have ate that up.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing Harrison Ford back on the silver screen with the Chewbacca, Man, that would have been perfect.
That got my ass in the theater. I had a little tear in my eye when I saw that trailer. I was like, oh my god, there they are. I gotta go see it now. Shit.
Even
It
George
worked
Lucas
on me.
knew it was a bad idea to make a Han Solo prequel. Han Solo's the only character to not make it in the prequels.
Yep.
He's not hinted at. You don't know his story.
So, Fatal, do you follow the world class bullshitters? Are you a fan of them at all? Oh, he's AFK. I'll have to explain to him.
Yes, I followed them.
So you're familiar with the term honey dicking?
No.
Okay. Who wants to explain
That's a
this to
Dion
him?
term.
Honey dicking is basically just like getting led on with, the promise of some sweet head, and then you're gonna get them teeth. You get honey dick. You know what I mean? You promise
I.e. the trailer. It's like,
Yep, you
said,
promise something really good.
Yeah,
and
you
then,
thought there was going to be Han and Chewie and Luke and Leia again, and then you get in the theater and you realize there's none of that.
It's like taking
Or as
like
little as
going-
possible. Yeah.
It's like picking up a 10 and you go home and she's a crippled starfish, so she's basically like a 1 because the bitch just lay there and doesn't move.
Yeah.
That's kind of you just got honey dick because you're looking at it like and then you take it home. It's like
It's happened to me plenty of times.
Trust me, I know, man. Mm-hmm.
So it's the honey dicking all over again, and they're running out of ideas with this one because I don't know. Does anybody know what this new movie Rise of Soy Walker is tracking for?
But,
I don't even know.
but before we get to that, to me, it seemed like it would be so easy. If I was one of these big weeds that didn't understand how Star Wars worked, but I was over it, I will hire 10 of the biggest Star Wars fans out there.
You're making too much sense.
Yeah,
10
see?
people. And I will write notes and I will have them get with the writers and they exchange ideas. What is
But
so
the
hard
problem
about
is
that?
their writers' room are all diversity hires.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem.
They're hiring people based on backgrounds and genders rather than storytelling abilities.
And that's
you
why
got
they
this crap.
losing money. That's
It's
why they
box
losing
checking.
money.
Box checking doesn't help anybody. It does not, man. You need people who are just passionate about the IP. Like that's it. You got to have people that like us have time and effort and money invested in this. I mean, I've got a nice size, couple $1,000 Star Wars collection sitting right in front of me, all boxed up because I don't have room to display it. But it's like it's all prequels and original trilogy
I
shit.
thought he was going somewhere else. Oh.
Yeah, I did
no.
too. Got a little nervous for a minute, right? You were
Yeah, I thought it's gonna be Jeremy talking about being slightly bigger than the average man. There.
Hey,
slightly above
I thought.
average.
I thought you were going Pulp Fiction. I was like, I thought everybody kept a sexually depraved lunatic in a box in their basement. My bad, bro. No, but really,
Bring
that's
on
what
the
you
gimp.
need. Yeah, bring. All right, we're not going to Pulp Fiction, but Zed's dead, baby. Zed's dead. No, but really, man, that's what you need to. You could bring this back. This thing could be salvaged. Like I said, this is the problem with, and I know we got this on the script. Groove talking about Kevin Feige coming in now. You want to talk about getting honey dicked, and I'm a fucking huge MCU fan, but goddamn, I was like, and Alex and them know, I was like when they announced Thor 4, I was like, Thor 4, come on, it's gonna be great, and then it's like. It went from here. It's like Tessa Thompson's going to be the main thing. I'm like, wait, what? And it's going to be Mighty Thor. And I'm like, wait, what? Fuck this movie. Within like 4 days, my enthusement went like right nosedive. Now
you tell me you're not excited for Thor loving lesbians?
I'm excited for Kevin Thor loving legumes, man. A part of the Place to Be Review cinematic universe.
You ain't ready for Fat Thor to just rub his belly and crack some jokes?
If he walks in, I want to see Fat Thor walk into a bar and walk up to the bartender, no matter who it is, and be like, "I'll take another Caucasian, Gary." Like in the dude, like the dude in Lebowski, man. If he does that shit, I'll mark the fuck out. But I'm not.
I'll make a prediction right now. I'll make a prediction right now. Fat Thor ain't going anywhere for the foreseeable future.
No.
Yeah.
Well, as a fellow chubby, I want to see my fat people representation. Thank you very much.
I don't even care if they made him fat, but don't make him an asshole in his own movie.
But that's the problem. People don't like serious Thor. Casual fans want goofy, silly Thor now.
They don't want to think. They just want to
Ragnarok
laugh,
Thor.
and they want to look at the pretty lights. And that's
Which
pretty much
some
all
of
it goes to.
that I am going to put on Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah.
I've said before, I don't like Chris Hemsworth. He clearly didn't like being Thor. He likes the power and reputation he got from playing Thor, but he don't like. What's the first thing you complain about? Oh, I don't like wearing this hat. Can I get rid of this hat? All right, get rid of the hat. Oh, I don't like the Shakespearean thing. Can I just make jokes and talk like okay? No.
So kind of like Kevin Costner making Robin Hood.
Yeah, and then well, I don't like this wig. This wig is. Can we shave the hair? Show you shave the hair. Like who the hell are you by Ragnarok, man? Yeah. Who are you?
And all Ragnarok was Guardians of the Galaxy too.
Except shittier.
Yep.
Except shittier. Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I enjoyed it, but it was Guardians of the Galaxy too.
See, I tell people before, I never really done it before except for once. I walked out of Ragnarok. I walked out of that movie. I didn't even ask my money back. I don't care. Me and my friends, we walked out of it. No.
But I'm gonna tell you something about Marvel. Marvel knows they can't play this SJW game too much because I think they're not confident in Captain Marvel alone. That's why they beg for Spider-Man back.
They're afraid. But that's just a rumor started by Doomcock.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was all Doomcock's fault.
I've made 2 videos on their articles going, you shouldn't be afraid of them. What do they say? Don't be concerned with the But you know what's Doomcock he said he had 3 different sources, I think, in the rumor. Yeah. But in those I called the excuse media, the Disney excuse media. In every other article I've read, no one has provided any evidence that says Marvel is confident with Captain Marvel.
They can't.
Where are the toys at again? Where's all the it's gone.
It's in clearance.
And even before that, the comic books was tanking too.
Oh yeah.
Which reboot? The first reboot, the second reboot, the fourth reboot, the 22nd reboot.
Yeah.
The 13th reboot I thought went really, really wrong, but it picked up a little bit the 14th reboot. But the 15th one right back down the crapper. 15th. I lost track after the 16th one.
They keep trying to give
character's been rebooted a bazillion times, but 11 times in the last 6 years. Come on.
They keep trying to give us something. The world. They trying to give the world something that the world doesn't want. We don't want her.
And they're just like, you're gonna take it. You're gonna love her in her fucking Caranos haircut.
We had some really interesting things to say about Bree just before you got here. I don't know if we said all or not, but yeah, she's the internet's favorite punching bag, but she's also our the fan cast favorite piece of cheese to discuss.
But that's what trips me out though. Scarlett Johansson, why couldn't she be the lead lady?
Or Scarlet Witch?
You're making too much sense again. Yeah.
You got women that are already there, and please, this whole
she wasn't designed by committee, guys. No. She doesn't strike enough check
Captain
boxes.
Marvel is the most powerful Avenger. Bullshit. Scarlet Witch can literally create realities, motherfucker. Don't even play that. Don't even play that Captain.
Well, one of the prerequisites is you have to have a face that looks like this.
Yeah. Elizabeth Olsen is a beautiful woman. She cannot be in charge. She has to be in the background. We have to let Karen fucking take over everything.
See, the problem with Marvel is, with this whole female thing is, not counting Black Widow, all of Marvel's best female characters belong to the X-Men, the Fantastic Four at the time when they did.
Okay.
So that bugged them. He's like, we're gonna make a female character. Where's Storm? Oh, we can't use Storm. Okay,
I'm kind of worried about where they're going to go with that too. I think they need to wait about another good 10 years before they even think about bringing that out again.
I agree.
Yeah,
I think they should wait, but I promise you, if Phase 4 fucks up, Wolverine's coming back.
You're going to take the team of the most diverse superheroes in the universe and try to diversify them more.
They're all going to be transgender.
Yeah,
they're all going to be trannies.
My boy Link got a point though. If everything fails, you can always bring Hugh Jackman back.
Mm-hmm.
That could be your Tony Stark if everything else fails,
Kevin Feige going to Star Wars, the only reason he's doing that because if he needs it, that break glass in emergency, the Avengers meet Star Wars.
Yep. It'll be just like that scene in Community when Patton Oswalt was sitting there and he's like, now hear me out. This is how the X-Men go into Star Wars and some shit like that. When he's sitting there, he's like talking about quantum realms and shit. It was like, Pat, you're making sense. Stop. Because Kevin Feige's thinking that right now, I'll guarantee. And to round this back to him going to Star Wars, it's like I was talking because we went on this. We went on. It was like want to be on my show again. One of these cutaways we go on for like 20 minutes, but no, because it was great. But him coming to Star Wars is like I said, he honey-dicked everybody over in the MCU because we got these badass movies. We got 22 out of 23 movies are passable. Cat Pan Mediocre is the only one that is like, it's a 5 out of 10, just popcorn flick. I watched it once. I'll never watch it again. It's retcon garbage. They didn't start the Avengers Initiative because of that fucking bitch. I'm sorry. They did not. They did not.
They did
hi,
not.
Mark. Oh, hi, Mark. No.
Thanos didn't hit her. It is
Hi,
bullshit.
Mark.
It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not.
The woman so bad they had to pretty much write out half of Endgame to take her out of it.
Yep. And hey, why are we not discussing that Karen Gillian had 41 minutes of screen time in Endgame and she was badass as Nebula?
She was cool.
Like she was freaking Nebula's
You
like
ruined the Disney agenda.
Dude, she was my favorite companion on Doctor Who too.
so
I'll stand by that.
Which is weird. Like, yo, how do you make Nebula cool? I was like, credit to the Russo
Karen
brothers.
Gillian.
Yeah.
Right?
So I think that Feige going over to Disney it could be. I mean, it could be good because he says he's a huge Star Wars fan. He's always been a huge Star Wars fan. So it's like
Bryan Singer was a huge Superman fan, but J.J. Abrams was a Star Wars fan.
Yep.
That don't mean anything.
No, and this is my point is you can say that all you want. You got to show us something because we've been dealt 7 years of shit. Sans Rogue One. I think Rogue One is passable. I like Rogue One.
I like Rogue One.
I like Rogue One too.
But
Rogue One is a good one.
I don't want a fucking Cassian Andor series. What the hell do I need that for?
Well, there's another guy you killed off. You killed off, and you're gonna give him a backstory.
Who asked for him?
Nobody. Wait,
Han Solo.
Yeah, Disney. Here's a Cassian Andor series. Nobody. Like
Literally nobody.
Yeah. No, like the best thing.
You know who I would have asked for in that movie? Who would have been sick?
Chirrut Imwe.
Donnie Yen's character.
Donnie Yen.
Chirrut
Him
Imwe,
and what was his friend too. Those
guys were cool. They should have their own show.
I would watch that.
Because when I was watching Donnie Yen, I was thinking, do he really have the Force? I thought that was kind of cool. We didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
it was a gray area with his character, and this is another thing. And they hinted at this that those two you could kind of pick up a little bit. And there's rumors. Those two are gay. They were gay. They just didn't say it. I'm like, I don't give a shit, dude. They were both cool as fuck.
Yeah,
I agree.
Those characters were awesome. Like I would, like you said,
yeah, good character. They can do whatever you want with them. It won't bother me one bit. Yeah.
I don't care if the character's fucking trans or gay, whatever. As long as they're cool, they're developed. Then and whatever their life is like second tier to the story and the main arc of the character, then do whatever you want. But
dude, he had the best line, I think, in all of Rogue One, like when they get kidnapped and, and he's like, guys, I'm blind. Why are you putting a hood on me? That was hilarious. That was funnier than any of the Yo Mama jokes from episode 8.
Oh, God.
My favorite part of that was the robot.
Alan
K2SO.
Tudyk.
Yeah, Alan Tudyk. Alan Tudyk was amazing in Firefly, and he reprised it and he brought it to Star Wars. And those are two universes that kind of fit together better than, say Marvel and Star Wars. I can see Firefly in Star Wars. There's things that are very inspired by Star Wars in Firefly. So those worlds I can see mixing a little bit. So
But
bringing in Alan Tudyk was a good idea.
That damn beta scene was like a Star Wars fan's wet dream.
Oh God! when you hear that, you hear him breathing it, and you see.
Well, that's what I was thinking. I was like, okay,
oh shit!
If Disney's going to give me more movies like this would be all right.
Yeah.
But then because we didn't show up for Solo, well, no, fuck you guys. You don't get that either. You don't get nothing now.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Rogue One.
Subscribe to our streaming service.
Rogue One kind of gave Disney some goodwill after episode 7. That's what happened. That's how come people didn't hate 7 as much. Rogue One did kind of redeem it a little bit.
I agree.
And 8 came. 8 just dropped it dropped it.
Because to me, Rogue One was like a big commercial for how episode 8 might be.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, okay, if Rogue One is this good, episode 8 is going to kill it.
And of course, mind you, Rogue One is the one movie I think was a Kathleen Kennedy likes the least. Remember, that was the one that kept going through rewrites and people kept not. So the one good movie,
even
was
though the character in the movie basically looks like a younger version of Kathleen Kennedy. All right.
Yeah.
45% reshoots.
You mean the British dark hair chick from the one Star Wars movie, or the British dark hair chick from the other Star Wars movie? I prefer the dark hair chick who faked the British accent.
Yeah.
She's dead now. Rest her soul.
Oh, are you talking about Mon Mothma?
Let me interject really quickly.
No, Leia.
Our downvotes are now only at 1 instead of 8.
So we were totally getting trolled.
Yeah.
Got it.
Ain't nobody
Hold
listening
on.
but the Google brothers.
I'm not even in the chat. Let me go in there. You guys got a link? I'm not subscribed.
We started off. We had 3 likes and 8 dislikes, and there was only 6 people watching the stream.
Whose channel am I on right now?
The Fan Caste. Here, let's see. Can I put it in the private chat?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, don't put the StreamYard link in the public chat.
And I gotta subscribe to you, man. I gotta subscribe to your channel too.
Yes.
I lost a damn subscriber today. I was pissed. I looked out. I'm like, what the hell?
Oh, I've been bouncing up and down.
Was it something I said?
Shoot me your link. I'll subscribe to you too.
On the show, Pete.
If you go to the private chat on the right, we put the link up right there. You can see it.
I'll put my own channel up here.
Oh, we are down there.
All right, I hit a like and subscribe.
All right.
Here, let me see.
Let's see. Here's my channel in the private chat. I didn't mean to bring the show to a screeching halt, but I guess I did.
No, it's funny that you mentioned that because I hadn't been paying attention to the likes since I told everybody. I'm like, how come there's more people disliking this than are actually watching the show?
Yeah,
that's because they were waiting for Jay to show up.
Something is afoot here. Yeah, they were mad that he wasn't here. That's what it was.
Yeah. When he got here, they all
false advertisement. Damn it, where's Jay? We demand it.
You lied. Yeah,
I'm just saying they did go back up. They did the thumbs down. They went away when he showed up. Just saying.
Yeah. So Steve Fatal, you brought the likes with you. We appreciate it.
I'm nobody. I'm
Jay saved the show.
I noticed when I was first planning this, you were like around 960, and now you're like 1.3. So congratulations on your monetization, man.
Oh, that's awesome. Way to go.
Oh yeah, congrats, man.
Yeah, you get that email. It says, "Welcome to the YouTube.
Welcome to the Big Dick Club." Is that what they said?
Pete, when you gonna finally get monetized so I can get paid?
Hey man, dude. If I pay you before I pay Monica, I'm gonna have her ass fucking trying to.
That reminds me, Alex.
I mean,
can you stay after class?
Yeah, Alex, you gotta stay after class tonight.
Yeah. We want to talk to you after the show's over. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have work tomorrow.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah. I got chilly. I looked down today, and I was at 109 this morning, and I uploaded that video at like 7:30 tonight, and I looked, there's like 108. I'm like, somebody's getting their ass whooped.
Well, I lost one this week.
I
haven't done shit all week except work in my dad's garage, so that was like a 3-day
It
process.
could be YouTube has sometimes messed with people.
Yeah.
I've looked and be like, why am I not subscribed to them? I still watch them.
Yeah, that's true. YouTube will kick you off of people's channel.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I've
never had that happen to me though. I've seen it happen to people, but it's never happened with me. I've never lost anybody.
And if you have a lot of people subscribing to you at once, they'll take those subs away too.
Yeah, because I've had I've had 17 in the last like 12 days, I think it is, or something like that. Some shit like that. I don't
and they'll knock some of them off. I don't know why they do it.
Yeah, every time I get to about 1530 or 1532, then I'll like lose 2 subs a day, and then they'll come back, and then they'll lose. I've been bouncing around that. Yeah,
we don't fit in Disney's little master plan, so we have to. I'm just saying this doesn't happen with Collider.
Oh, shots fired.
Hey,
maybe if I cried about not going to a crappy Star Wars park, maybe then we won't lose these subscribers.
Speaking of Disney and shills, did you see John Campea did like a minute or so reaction to Joker? I was like, I want to see what this motherfucker says. So I clicked on it and I watched it. He actually liked it.
The only thing I saw about Campea today was that he was taking back some of his stuff that he said about The Last Jedi. Like he's backtracking now. That's
cool
he's
anymore
a bitch.
Hey, did y'all hear Christian Harloff is leaving Collider?
That's the one that had that meltdown.
Yeah, I did a video on that. I got a ton of hits off of that video.
Me too.
Oh,
yeah, that was nuts, dude.
Yeah, because he wasn't that Collider video I told you about today. The Martin Scorsese, he was not in that.
I used to watch the Schmoes reviews, and then I got to the point where I felt like they were just doing the same review for every movie. I'm like, are they even seeing these fucking movies, or are they just going through the motions with them?
Yeah,
they just accept that.
But I had unsubbed before he had the meltdown, and I'm like, oh, things are not all great in Candyland right now.
Look, when Harloff leave Collider, they're gonna suck bad. because he was the only good thing about that show.
And he still sucks. So imagine how bad the others are.
For real. I agree.
It's like saying being constipated is better than diarrhea.
Hey, like I said,
Did you hear the stuff he was saying in that rant?
Oh yeah, I heard that. Like
my
I was
God.
laughing.
You sold your soul.
He admitted it. He said, "Yeah, I'm a shield. I don't care. I want to go to Disney."
I never seen anybody have a meltdown over that shitty ass little park like that.
Yeah,
Wow, you know, it's like it's just not. You know,
everyone
I've been to Universal, man. That's a fucking amusement park. That little shit they got in Star Wars. That's like the going into McDonald's and going into a little fucking playground.
Tell me there's not
jumping
even
into plastic balls and shit.
Yeah, I've had people say like
that.
You get hepatitis from them balls.
Mommy, I want to ride on the Millennium Falcon. You put 2 quarters in there and you just kind of sit on top and bounce up and down.
It do look like that, man.
What the fuck? He said, Christian Harloff said in that thing, one of the things that stuck out with me was, I busted my ass being a Star Wars fan for 5 years. I'm like,
you have to bust your ass to be a fan. That kind of tells you the state of Disney Star Wars right there. Yeah,
bro, you're doing it wrong. You're not a fucking fan. You are not a fan. Let me say that one more time. You are not a fan. If you say you have to bust your ass as a fan for 5 years.
You guys know how fucking opinionated I am. If I have to bust my ass to be a fan of anything, I'm not a fan anymore. I'm done. I'm out.
I'll just quit watching it. You know, that's the thing. I went to the goddamn theater and saw Return of the Jedi. You know what I mean? Like, I was 3 fucking years old. I got to see that movie in the theater. And I'm blessed. You know, I got to see the prequels. And if they wanted to end Star Wars and just stop making movies right now, I would be fine with it.
Oh,
because
dude,
I
remember that day like it was yesterday. I remember when I was going to go see Return of the Jedi. I was waiting so long for that movie to come out. It felt like forever when I was a kid. And then I still remember the song that was playing on the radio on my way over there. We're gonna rock down to Electric Avenue.
Return of the Jedi is the first Star Wars movie I ever saw, so it always holds a place. Like, I'm not like everyone else. Look, I like Empire, but to me, Jedi is my favorite. There's only one Jedi. It is Return, not the last. Get it right.
Yep.
Return of the Jedi is my all-time favorite Star Wars movie. Actually, it's my all-time favorite movie.
With Dion on that.
Yeah. I love that movie. Like, yeah, I had no problem with the Ewoks. They didn't care. They didn't care about no Ewoks.
It's a good movie, but my problem with Return of the Jedi is like all of my favorite characters die in it, and it's just it's kind of a bummer. It's like everybody always says the Emperor. Everybody says that the Empire Strikes Back is the bummer one because the bad guys don't win the end. I'm like, no, it's because it's an arc. It ends on a cliffhanger, a proper fucking cliffhanger, not a Ryan Johnson cliffhanger. Yeah, you know, and also, was Darth Vader ever more badass than he was in Empire Strikes Back? I mean,
because that's the only movie
he was scary in that movie.
What is the thing? But bitter pill to swallow. Darth Vader was never the main villain of Star Wars, except in Empire.
Yep.
Whether you like it or not, Tarkin's the main villain of A New Hope.
Yeah.
When you kill Tarkin,
ladies and gentlemen, Link-Elect7 knows.
That's right. In Return of the Jedi, the Emperor's the villain. The only time he was ever, even in Revenge of the Sith, the Emperor's still the villain of that. Empire Strikes Back is the
but
only
in the prequels, Palpatine definitely was my favorite.
Look at the name Phantom Menace. That was talking about Palpatine.
He is the Phantom
Menace.
Well,
not anymore. Apparently, it's some old chick.
Yeah. Shoehorn in much, do we?
People sleep on the Phantom Menace, man. That is the fucking foundation that the house is built on right there. And I don't care. We don't like the politics in it. Well, the politics in that are great because they're not real world politics. It's intergalactic, that world politics.
It's fairy tale politics.
It's fairy tale shit. It lays everything out.
And I'm gonna take it even further than that. I love the pod racing scene. So what?
Yes, they're fun, dude. They're fun.
Bro, they made a whole video game out of that pod racing scene. It's still one of the best.
If you want to nitpick about politics, you could go back to King Arthur. You know, he had insurrection within his own court. You know, I mean, those stories go way back before. Yeah.
But I just like how, you know, you see
Darth Maul was awesome.
Yeah, Darth Maul, Jesus, you talk about somebody who wanted more of, and then they put him in the end of Solo. Like, that was fucking, like we needed that. Like, really?
Duel of the Fates. I love that song. Remember that had an MTV music video.
Yep. Dude, my kid loves that song. That's why he wanted to be Darth Maul for Halloween last year.
Yeah.
I got him lightsabers and everything. Like I said, he got sick and he couldn't go trick-or-treating and wear his costume. But you were talking about you didn't have a problem with the Ewoks. Dude, my son is 4 years old. I'm 39 and he still sleeps with the little stuffed Ewoks I had from when I was 3 years old. Yeah. He sleeps with them every night, right next to his, it's like he has shelves in his room that are nothing but Star Wars stuff, just like me.
I completely get what George was going for. Yep. I mean, yes, he wanted to use Wookiees, but I guess like he said, like he wanted to be primitive, and he's already shown Chewie was a good mechanic. I was like, I get it. You're trying to go for like that primitive thing. It's like the American Revolutionary War. The Ewoks are what? The Ewoks is America, the Rebels is France, and the Empire is Britain. It's the Revolutionary War, man. Because the Ewoks did not beat the Empire by themselves. People keep forgetting that. It didn't make sense. The Ewok. Yeah, you got a Jedi there helping you.
Ewoks eat the stormtroopers. That's why you have empty helmets at the end.
Yep. I have one.
Disney did make that canon. I'll give them credit for that.
I'd like to see that movie. I want to see the movie where the Ewoks are actually eating the stormtroopers just before they turn them into drums. Yeah.
I think what is that Aftermath book they did? They do reference that.
Yeah, I have that book. I still haven't finished reading it.
The Ewoks did probably eat the stormtroopers.
What about the droid attack on the Wookiees?
Droid attack?
I'm just doing a Kiati Muzzy. What about the droid attack on the Wookiees? Kashyyyk.
I was forgetting. Episode 3.
That was all over oil, because they wanted the oil on. That's why the Empire enslaved the planet of Kashyyyk. They took it over because it had oil and they needed that shit for their fleet. So that Empire actually had taken over the planet of Kashyyyk like 2 or 3 times.
So was a movie about fuel? Oh no, we completely missed that.
Yeah, I never had a problem with the prequel politics. All I realized was
they were cool.
The bad guys I was like the bad. Look, I was young, so I didn't quite understand it. But all I knew was, look, Trade Federation, bad guys. Naboo, good guys. This is all I need to know. And George Lucas made that clear to me.
So I was around Groove's age. I'm a couple of years. I was 19 when Phantom Menace came out. So I had a good handle on what was going on with all the trade stuff like that, and it was fun for me to like I said, but it was it wasn't real world shit. It was make believe, and that made it enjoyable because it's like you said, you knew who the good guys were, the bad guys, and then you find out this Palpatine, and you get to see him move those chess pieces and manipulate armies, and he's got 3 different Sith apprentices. My favorite character in basically all Star Wars mythos, I didn't get enough love in the movies, but was played by a great actor, was Count Dooku, Christopher Lee. I love Count Dooku's, man, especially in the EU and the
Clone Wars cartoon.
Yes, dude.
That was where Dooku got the shot.
Yeah, there was a good intermediate where you didn't have to give him too much of a backstory. You gave him just enough to understand who he was, where he came
from. Former Jedi, Qui-Gon's master.
Gotcha. He was a gray.
Didn't need a whole movie to set that up, did you?
Yep. No, he was.
Dooku was dope.
Yes.
My favorite all time is Sidious, but my second is Dooku. And if you really look into Dooku, what he was all about, Dooku was trying to warn the Jedi what was really going on.
Yep.
And they didn't want to listen to him.
And that's why he turned his back. He got pissed off because they wouldn't listen to him.
Because you watch the Clone Wars cartoon, that's where you got Asajj Ventrix. He is trying to overthrow Palpatine.
Yeah. He tried.
He does want to overthrow him. He failed at it, though.
Well, that's like they said in the novel.
The hero they didn't deserve.
In the novelization of Revenge of the Sith, in the moment when Clone where it simply cuts his head off in the beginning of Revenge of the Sith, and then the raid over Coruscant when they kidnapped Palpatine, and it's like they said, in the book it was like he was questioning everything, why is this Dooku, he's like, why is this happening to me? This shouldn't, this is not the way this was supposed to happen. He was supposed to take me prisoner, and all of a sudden he's telling me, my master is telling this guy to kill me. Like, what the hell? But, all we got in the movie was him just losing his head. All I think about is that I made the meme out of that when it's like, I bet you're wondering how I got here. It's a long story. His fucking head hits the floor 2 seconds later. The end. But no, man, I love Dooku. He was a badass. He handled Obi-Wan and Anakin like they were.
He did.
He just picked Obi-Wan up and threw him.
I tell a lot of people, and a lot of people give me flack for this, but I was like, for Anakin, aka Vader, to be the chosen one, he sure have gotten his ass kicked, ass handed to him by a lot of people.
Yep.
Maybe that's a
Obi-Wan being
blueprint
one
by
of them.
which they made Kylo Ren on. Then,
Yeah.
like, we gotta make him even worse. Let's have this guy lose to literally everyone, but still somehow be in
Which
charge.
is kind of what the Clone Wars cartoon kind of had to fix Anakin.
Yeah, that's
The
true.
cartoon made him more badass.
Yep.
That's true. That's
I
true.
will say, Count Dooku, God bless Christopher Lee. I think he said the only reason he did it was because of a tribute to Peter Cushing.
Yeah, because they were best friends.
Yeah, well, remember, he was in the Dracula movies. Peter Cushing Tarkin
All
was
them
Van
Hammer
Helsing.
horror movies. I got a ton of them.
I grew up on those, man.
He was Van Helsing, so he's like, in tribute to his friend that died, he wanted to go do Star Wars and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
And he was Sauron in Tolkien.
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings.
Saruman,
Yep.
Yeah, I mean Saruman. Yeah.
You know what? I got a funny story. I think it was either Peter or Adam. I've told this to you. You know what my introduction to Christopher Lee was?
What?
The freaking Captain America 2 made for TV movie where he was the villain. Was I told you this? Because I said, yeah.
Oh, it
most
wasn't me.
people,
No, it wasn't me. It must have
yeah,
been
'cause
Adam.
most people say, what's your introduction? Was it Count Dooku? Is it Dracula? Is it something? I was like, no, he was Miguel, the villain in the crappy Captain America TV movie. That was my introduction to Christopher Lee.
Oh, was
Hey,
that?
I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I used to love that movie when I was a little kid. That first Captain America movie, and I ain't talking about the Marvel, the MCU one either.
Are you talking about the 90s one or the first made for TV movie?
The '90s one that was real cheesy.
The one they couldn't make Red Skull except for like the first 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Then he got cosmetics. Best part of that Captain America movie. His greatest power, pretended to be sick so he could steal someone's car. Remember, every time he did it like 3 times in the movie, like, oh, I think I'm gonna be sick. And then the person said, what's wrong? Then Captain America runs off and steals their car.
Yeah.
Oh god. I think it's a bad movie, but it's an enjoyable bad movie.
Yeah.
I can watch that Captain America.
There's
What are we
Tarkin
looking
right
at?
there. I don't know if you can see it or not. Or
Oh, Van Helsing.
Yeah, he the man.
yeah,
Is that Van Helsing or is that supposed to be him as Frankenstein?
I don't know. He's in every fucking movie on this thing. So
Every movie.
he's usually the same kind of character.
And he played the coolest characters ever.
He was, man.
Alex, you
That's
talking about those 90s Marvel movies. That's why you were asking me which Nick Fury I was cosplaying as when I was Nick
I'm
Fury.
just
in June.
the
saying.
David Hasselhoff one.
I was not the David Hasselhoff
You
Nick
should have
Fury.
been the David Hasselhoff one.
I don't have
Hassling
the
Hoff
hair.
now.
I don't have the hair for the Hoff, man. I got me and
They're called
Samuel got the same
toupees,
goddamn
okay?
haircut, bro.
It's called toupees, okay?
You've seen pictures of me with hair. I look like I was gonna be Count
Actually,
Dooku
yeah,
for
bald is
Halloween
better. Bald is better. You with hair just freaks me out.
because I look like I should be standing outside of like a nightclub asking if you're looking to score
You
some
look
cheap
like
ecstasy.
you look like the villain. You look like the villain of an episode of 90210.
No. You know what he looks like with hair? He looks like Javier Bardem in No Country for Old Men.
The prequel.
No, I did
dope
not. No, I did not. It was slicked back. I look like I was a goddamn greaser for the 50s.
Pick a side. Pick a corner. Pick a
I'll
side.
go-
Friendo. Pick a side.
Hey, I watched that movie with my wife, No Country for Old Men.
Yeah.
He said, is he killing people with
Oh, yeah.
air pressure?
Anton
It's
Chigurh,
the
man.
same weapon they used on the remake of it. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait,
That's how they kill cattle.
Hey,
Yeah.
do you guys watch? I mean, do y'all know about Dune, the sci-fi?
Oh, God, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm a big Dune fan.
The cast from No Country from Old Men are basically in that movie.
I'm very excited about that
Oh,
reboot.
nice.
That's one of the ones I'm really looking forward to because
I
that
just
movie's never
finally
got
saw
any
the
proper
original
justice.
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
haven't
put it like
seen the
this, y'all.
remake.
I'm gonna put it like this: if that cast is that strong, and Star Wars is headed the way it's headed,
Dune will take over. Damn
Dune
right.
is gonna be the new sci-fi king.
Because that's a very good story. Very
I
good
got
story.
the book. My nephew got it for me for my birthday, so I haven't read it yet, but I do have it.
And
You
they
won't ever read
plan-
it before you're done collecting Social Security because it's like this fucking big.
It's
Yeah,
big.
I am
War- it's
reading
like
it
War
right
and
now.
Peace, isn't it?
It's pretty
I've
bad.
seen the book.
Yes, a whole bunch of them, and you know they planning sequels. They're
Yeah,
already planning sequels.
They're not going to do it like they did with the not David Lynch movie. They're where they squashed basically 2 books into one
Yeah,
90-minute movie. They're going to stretch it out over the proper amount
I have
of time.
seen the David Lynch movie. I did.
It's
I
it was
liked
never good, man. It was.
See, I
never
liked it. I thought it was
visually it was appealing, but it's impossible to follow. And then when they did,
You talking about the first one?
the first
movie?
one?
Yeah.
Now when
The
they
one
did the
with,
Sci-Fi Channel one, that
This-
one I got. That
The
one,
one in the
sci-fi,
80s,
yeah.
The sci-fi
that
one
one's
was
on
close.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That one's
was
on
good.
YouTube to watch for free right now.
So
yeah,
one-
watch
the-
it on YouTube.
the David
Yeah.
Lynch movie has the visuals that I like.
Yeah.
But then the
Yeah.
Sci-Fi Channel has the pacing, dialogue, and acting that I like. So
This
if
is
you
what I've
switch them
heard.
two together,
This is
you'd
what
have
I've
a
heard.
perfect movie.
Yeah, the David Lynch movie has like 15 minutes of exposition just to start.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was added in.
yeah.
That was added in post later.
Yeah.
because
Well, when
people
that
couldn't
movie came
understand
out, they were giving people, pamphlets in the theater to read before the movie. So because the book is so thick. It's just
There's a
it's
lot of
too
setup
much.
in the book. Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of setup, and they did it right in the miniseries. They paced it just right. They focused on the right things, and all that exposition type stuff was added later
Yeah,
when they
'cause
re-released it because
just
people didn't
imagine-
understand it.
Yeah, just imagine if you was a casual fan, you see a hot blonde, and in the background she got space behind her, and she says, "The Atreides want the spice for the universe," and you like, what the freak am I watching?
The what? Yeah.
What the freaking spice?
Yeah.
Would that be
Probably should've been 3 or
Allspice or
4
would that be
movies,
Old
yeah.
Spice? Yeah.
Spice.
Yeah, that's definitely a book that requires multiple movies. It
They
can't be done
fighting
in one.
over stuff you cook with.
But yeah, I mean, there's some mysticism in there too. But I mean, I didn't pick up on those things because even with the narration, I didn't understand what was going on. And
Yeah.
I've still not finished the book. I am reading it now. But when I watched the miniseries on Sci-Fi, I'm like, oh fuck, I get this. This is a good story.
Yeah,
This is great. So when they announced it was going to be Denis Villeneuve doing the, I've loved all the sci-fi he's done so far. He did The Arrival, amazing fucking movie. He did Blade Runner 2049, amazingly underrated movie.
yes.
If that's the guy that they're bringing in, and they got this cast, it's going to be on point.
I mean, if you look at the cast, I mean, it's perfect.
Everybody's in it.
I never seen
everybody's in it.
I never seen a perfect cast like that in a movie.
No, I haven't. That's why every time I hear about it, I'm excited about it. And then I do videos on my channel, like 3 people watch it.
Kathleen Kennedy, Lucasfilm, you better be shaking in your boots right now.
You should, yeah, because this is not something that's going to require somebody to have some external subscription to enjoy either. So
Yeah.
there you go. You can actually go see
I'm
it in a
not gonna-
movie theater.
But I'm not gonna lie. That Disney Plus got me sold, and
I'm getting it.
just for a few little things I seen on there. They're gonna have gargoyles on there from the 90s.
Yep.
They're gonna have the animated Spider-Man series from Fox, and they're gonna have the X-Men animated series
Yes.
from Fox. I'm already sold, man.
Yep.
Why
Take
don't you
it.
just buy the X-Men DVD collection
I
and
ain't
watch
getting
that?
that Disney
I
Plus.
I know, but still, it's the package, you know.
I want to
No.
see the Mandalorian.
You can
I
get
want-
the X-Men on digital or
Yeah,
DVD.
he's got the Mandalorian poster right behind him, so you
I'm
know.
already ready,
Yep. See,
Oh.
I'm going to be reviewing that shit too. So like, that's another show I got to do.
bro.
And
if
both,
this-
both you guys have more of hope in Star Wars than I do at this
I
point.
see. Groove said he made a meme out of me. He made me Darren McGavin from A Christmas Story, and the MCU is the lamp after it's broke, and I'm the guy that's looking for the glue trying to put it back together. I'm the same way
Hey.
at fucking Star Wars.
You ain't ready to
Peep
give up
this,
yet.
though. Peep this, y'all. Now, this might be cool with episode 9. This guy right here, I think he's the guy that killed Ray's parents, because in the leaks, it says that her parents were killed by a certain bounty hunter. Now, I don't know if that's Boba Fett or this guy right here, but I thought that was pretty cool.
If they tie Pedro Pascal into that and tie
They
it into the movie,
they
that
gonna
is
tie that into
It's
it.
not
Yeah.
Boba Fett, it's Bob Falfa. That's
Bob
the-
Falfa.
That's a deep cut. Anybody in the chat that can get that reference, you win a Koopy doll.
I was just
Tell me
gonna
who
say
Bob
it's not
Falfa
a-
is. Yeah.
Wait, depending on when it's said, is it? It's not Django Fett. It's Bango Jet.
Deep cut. It goes even beyond Star Wars. Deep cuts. That's the only hint I'm going to give you. It goes beyond Star Wars. Bob Falfa. Yeah. Somebody's
All right.
Googling.
All right, guys. When the next time y'all going live, man? I got to get out of here.
Right on. Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up.
We do.
No,
Yeah.
I had a good time, man.
Every Friday at 8:30, man.
Yeah.
We do this. We
Yep.
do this. This is my weekend gig, man. We do this every
Yep.
weekend. So
Okay.
thanks for coming out. It was fun having you.
Hey, man, no
unless I'm out
problem.
of town or something, then we skip.
Yeah, you should. I'm actually. I subbed your channel. I'm gonna.
Thank you.
I'll have to get in touch with you.
Yeah,
Get
let's
you.
do
Oh
on
yeah,
my,
his shows are lit, man.
Get
You
you.
gotta
On,
check him
get you
out.
on my show one night.
Let's
Oh,
do something,
Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pete's show is just
Yeah,
woo.
I'll turn my camera on.
And if he hijacks your stream, let him do it.
Oh, absolutely,
Play along.
absolutely,
Hey.
absolutely.
Hey, man, if I rob your channel, that mean I like your stuff. Okay?
Yeah. All righty.
Oh,
Well, should we
yeah.
wrap up? I
Yeah,
mean, it's
just
gonna
make
almost
it
be
out.
11.
Yep, my ass is hurt.
All right. Well, let's kind of go in reverse order. Fatal J, plug your channel, say good evening, and everything else.
My name is Fatal J. I need gas money. Please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.
And after YouTube processes all this, I'll put everybody's links in the description. So I did click over to Fatal J's channel and subscribe as well.
Thank you, my friend.
Oh, by the way, Fatal, you got to come by for one of our watch parties one time. Those are nonsense. Any one of our watch parties.
And if you come sober, I'll kick you out.
Yeah, you got to be some kind of buzzed. Yeah.
Hey,
I'll pass it across the screen to him here.
Yeah,
I got a giant bottle of tequila from Mexico that I haven't even opened yet.
All right.
And I'm scared of it because it got a skeleton with rays coming out of his eyes. And I'm like, dang,
that means
it gotta be deadly.
All right. Link Lex.
Nice to see. It was a great show, guys. Please help Pete get monetized so I can get paid.
Yeah.
Monica won't mind.
Yeah,
I'll put you, her, and Loudy are all on the payroll.
So should we do Pete or Adam?
Get me monetized, and then I'll also help pay Alex. So if you get one of us monetized, somebody can pay him finally for all of the work that he's done on our channel.
Help Lex get paid, people.
Yeah. If we both get monetized, he wins. All right. So
for my 8 random subscribers, I don't know how I got them since I've never posted a video, but sure.
All right,
I love you, 8.
I'm Etep Wakuina, the place to be reviews, and I've been here with all of yous on the Fan Cast. Check me out. Monday nights live stream. Monday night going in raw. We do a live podcast on Wednesday nights. Every Wednesday, I have a Tuesday morning show called About Last Night. Thursday mornings, I'm on Goober Brothers Entertainment with a little morning show called Crossing Streams. Friday night here on the Fan Cast. And oh yeah, it's October, so we're doing some watch parties. Promised it 2 months ago. I've got to deliver. We're doing a fucking watch party October 19th when my wife and kid are gone, so I can set up shop in the living room and get shit faced. We're gonna watch Unicorn Store with Brie Larson.
I'll be there.
But don't fret. I'm not going to make you sit through that garbage movie without having something afterwards to cleanse the palate, because after that, it's Halloween time. We're going to watch a horror movie. We're going to watch Hellraiser because it's free on YouTube. And I just love the Cenobites, and Hellraiser's a fucking badass movie. So we're going to watch some great horror after we watch Brie Larson and her Talon Toes.
Raising hell at the Unicorn Store. Gotcha.
Do you know how drunk I have to be to watch that?
Oh, dude, by the time Hellraiser comes on, I am probably going to be incoherently just going, and the rest is going to rip his fucking skin off.
You'll be long past that. You'll be just dead Mike for 2 hours. Yeah.
They're like, you have to drink every time Mahershala Ali puts his sunglasses on and looks menacing like Blade.
But you're hosting the show, so you have to stay coherent enough to at least be able to end the stream, or you're going
I will. You'll just hear me over here going.
Or does YouTube cut it off after 8 hours?
I think they'll cut it off after 8 hours, and I'm passed out in my chair.
And see, I'm on the internet. I can't poke you through, to wake you up or anything.
Hey,
so.
Dion has fallen asleep on more than one.
Yeah,
he snores. Yeah, he snores. Yeah.
So, well, I'm gonna round us all out. So I'm the old man known by multiple names: Channel Dad, Brain Muffin, and others. Also known as Bryon, Lape, Cuck Muffin, and things. And yes, I'm starting to finally do some experimental video on my channel where you can watch me try to do a beer review where I actually steal beer from myself. And my camera gave it away in the last 8 seconds of the video. Really pisses me off. So I'm trying to figure out how to get that to adjust properly. And as soon as I figure out how to pass something to myself, that's my next step. I'm hopefully actually going to try to do some video tomorrow. But thanks everybody that was here, and whoever is left. I think there's only 2 or 3 people left. And I think we've got a dozen thumbs up. If I think the last time I looked, something like that.
Not bad. Not bad.
Yeah. We picked up a couple more subscribers this past week. Yeah, this channel's been around for 2 years. And next week, unless, Lord willing and the creek don't rise, we'll be here for episode 100 next week. We'll probably have, since we're still on the free version of this thing, we may have to rotate people in and out if people want to be on or whatever. All it requires is you have a browser that is compliant with live StreamYard. It's pretty much, if you have Chrome or a Chromium-based it works pretty well. Firefox also kind of works. All right. Thanks, everybody, and we will see you next time. Thanks, everybody, for stopping by, and bye.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye
Don't forget
bye.
to stick around, Alex.
I'll
See
see
you
you
next
later
time.
on. I'm
Same
Cleveland
bad
Brown.
time.
You